In other videos, she mocked the attention given to Charlie Kirk's assassination and criticized religion and politics in the classroom. Students on Rate My Professors described her as unprofessional and dismissive of differing views. Cochran, who is tenured, even dared administrators, saying, quote, "What are you going to do about it?" End quote. For 1819 News, I'm Garrison Hardy.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Here at Adams Drugs, we let our customers do the talking. I'm here with Sheila Davis, whose family owns Davis Cafe on North Decatur Street here in Montgomery. Sheila, how easy was it to transfer your prescriptions over from a big box store?
Jim, it was very easy and comfortable. It wasn't hard at all, like steps 1, 2, 3. Just that easy.
Sheila, I know you go to the Adams Drugs on Adams Avenue. Tell me about your customer experience at Adams Avenue.
My customer experience at Adams Avenue was wonderful. The whole staff is wonderful. It's very hard for me to get out and to get my medicine. Adams Drugs has a wonderful delivery service that delivers my medicine to me on time, prompt, and whenever I run out, he's there on time.
Please come into Adams Drugs and let us earn your business. Visit us at our website, adamsdrugs.net, for the location nearest you. Adams Drugs, your local independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Clark.
Welcome into the program. Another Tuesday here upon us. And of course, there is much more to get to in the aftermath of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, as well as some other news regarding Luigi Mangione and some lesser stuff that hopefully can maybe give us moments of levity today. But joining us now, as he always does on Tuesdays, we have the one, the only Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, how you doing today, sir?
I am well, Joey. How are you, my friend?
To be brutally honest, a bit of a storm still brewing inside me, but I'm trying to keep it on the straight and narrow, if that makes any sense.
I wish you the best with whatever you're dealing with.
What is your initial reaction to this awful thing too many witnessed?
You're talking about the death of Charlie Kirk?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, obviously it was horrible. It was something, if you look at, you wish you hadn't. It's just a profound public slaughter of a young man because of his exercising the freedom of speech. He was, in my opinion, a lot more, after examining a lot of what he said in the past 2 days, things that he said in the past 10 years, a lot more thoughtful and rational than I had thought him to be. He was beginning to convert to Catholicism, which of course pleases me a lot and probably was pleasing to his wife. He was recognizing the genocide and slaughter in Gaza, which was very upsetting to his Zionist supporters, many of whom tried to get him to change his mind, and some of whom apparently even threatened him. And right now he's, wherever his soul is, his influence on the planet is extraordinary, probably more than it was a week ago.
Yeah, and I will say I've been thinking in, and I don't do this often, I'd still, I guess, could be a prodigal son, but thinking in very Christian terms and biblical terms. And I say that because I'd seen Charlie over the years and had seen him do the college debates, and like, what? It's like taking candy from a baby with a lot of these college students. But in the last year, I started just on my own watching of things. He was very much in the Christian apologist space and in the discussions that are ongoing online. And so I guess my question to you, and I somewhat know the answer, I think, all the politics that you stand for, the principles that you uphold, the Constitution, but at many times I feel your outrage at things like the massacre in Gaza and war all over the world. If you could, not, I don't mean to put you on the spot. How do you find that your faith motivates you? It's not like you lead with your faith, I know, in terms of making political arguments, but how does it inform you, say, in your courage and how you stand up for what you believe in?
Well, it is a consolation that if I am steadfast in my faith, sacrifice, and do good works, I have a good chance of ending up in heaven, no matter the calamities on the earth. It also reinforces my belief that human beings intrinsically know right from wrong. They don't always follow it, but they know right from wrong. That's the theory of natural rights, natural law. And if you do the right thing, you will either have the right outcome or an outcome that you can tolerate and understand. That's about the best short answer to that one that I can give you.
Well, I appreciate it. And I just wanted to bring that up because it's where my mind is as I see a lot of the wailing and gnashing of teeth, the sound and fury online. I think there's divisions within Christendom still, and there's divisions within our society on many levels. And one thing I want to shift to here, just plain politics. I titled this stream, Fire Hate Speech Pam Bondi. I find her recent comments on the Katie Miller podcast of prosecuting people for hate speech, it's the wrong thing to do in this moment, for certain. It's wrong at any moment.
She revealed that she must have flunked constitutional law in law school. I mean, the one way to look at this is hate speech is protected. The other way to look at it is there's no such thing as hate speech, since all speech, no, I'm not talking about that which threatens, and I'm not talking about treason.
Right.
I once wrote an article for the Seton Hall Law Review called Whatever Happened to Freedom of Speech, and in there I cataloged all the types of speech that is criminal, but we're not talking about that. Speech that demeans, speech that disgraces, speech that offends and insults, all protected. I mean, the leading case is the Westboro Baptist Church, where they said the most awful things outside these abortion clinics, and they were prosecuted. And the most conservative member of the court, my Princeton classmate, Sam Alito, wrote a brilliant and stirring defense of the speech that offends us. How Pam Bondi can overlook that means that she is totally enveloped in the politics of her job and her boss and her boss's supporters. This is the danger of having a Justice Department that is not totally, or at least quasi independent, but one that's totally under the thumb of a president, particularly a president not faithful to the Constitution and not understanding of the law of the land. I mean, I was joking when I said she flunked constitutional law. Surely she passed it, but she didn't manifest that in what she said. She is a tool and a captive of the White House, and you can't be that and run the Department of Justice at the same time.
And shifting gears here, we also, I just saw this morning, Luigi Mangione's charge is now only second-degree murder.
Well, there's no first-degree murder in
Okay.
New York because there's no death penalty. The charge that was dismissed, two charges that were dismissed today, were absurd, suggesting that he killed this guy because he wanted to affect public policy. He wanted to affect the policy of the insurance company, but not public policy, not the policy of the government. And they just threw that up there, and a judge said, "What's your evidence for this?" And they had none. And so he threw it out. So he'll be tried for second-degree murder. The evidence against him is overwhelming. Then he's got to deal with the feds who are prosecuting a terrorism charge. They claim they can prove that his intent, you ready for this? His intent was not to kill, I forget the decedent's name. That's bad that I've remembered the name of the killer, but not the decedent, the head of the insurance company, but his intent was to interfere with interstate commerce. Well, how the hell are they going to show that? But that's what they have to show in order to hang their hook on this federal hat. The feds should not be involved in this case at all, but it's what this Justice Department does. It grabs the glamorous cases. They'll probably indict Tyler Robinson, even though the federal prosecutors in Utah probably never prosecuted a murder case.
Now, I appreciate the clarification because folks sitting here in Alabama, I didn't know second degree was the highest charge in New York State. So I appreciate that. Though there were folks dancing on the streets in celebration, which is just, I'm tired of seeing stuff like that.
You're talking about Mangione?
Yeah.
They're still dancing. They're still dancing on the streets. He has a substantial fan base of people who somehow think he did the right thing. I mean, a guy shot a guy in the back, and in a normal state, this would be first-degree murder. But he can still be sentenced to a period of incarceration for the rest of his life.
Now, moving over to, well, I'm losing my train of thought. I apologize. Now I remember. You recently had the opportunity to interview Max Blumenthal. The show before mine was going into this in detail. I heard you mention it in passing. But I think the details of what you were talking to with Max Blumenthal are crucial in regards to Charlie Kirk and the pressure he was facing in the final days. And it's not just Blumenthal's article. I saw Tucker Carlson talking with the vice president yesterday on Charlie's own show, essentially intimating the same things. And you're starting to see corroboration of this from multiple sources. But if you could lay out for my audience kind of the scene and what Blumenthal was able to discover.
So Max, who runs a website called The Gray Zone, and who is a regular on Judging Freedom, along with his colleague Aaron Mate and his wife Anya Parampil, who, by the way, is giving birth today to their second child, is an extraordinary investigative reporter. And he interviewed sources whom he said were inside the White House and inside the Charlie Kirk operation, and they corroborated the fact that Charlie was offered a tremendous amount of money in order to support publicly the behavior of the Netanyahu regime in Gaza. He turned it down. He was summoned to a meeting of Jewish billionaire Zionist donors, some of whom had donated to him. They offered him again. He turned them down, and they threatened him, and he left. All of this was about 2 months before he was murdered. Shortly after this event, if you want to watch his reaction to it, he doesn't talk about it directly, but you can see that he's troubled by it in a lengthy interview with my friend and former Fox colleague, Megyn Kelly. But Blumenthal's sources say that Kirk was disgusted by Netanyahu and was fearful about what Mossad might do for him. So fearful that before Robinson, the kid in Texas or in Utah that killed him, was even caught, Netanyahu went on international television to say, we didn't murder him. What kind of a regime has to do that? Well, a regime that has a reputation for murdering people that disagree with it.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, especially for folks, I don't know, many of y'all listen, but people on the left are Democrats. Charlie Kirk was a guy standing in the middle of whatever you want to call the MAGA movement, the right. He was the guy who would invite on Dave Smith to these big events. He was the guy trying to be the glue in the bridge between people, and just to see that's the guy. And in that story alone stood on his principles, didn't budge and to the temptation. So it's just, my heart still breaks, and I think it's going to feel that way for a while. And I always appreciate your time, Judge. And if folks want to check out what you're up to, how can they do so?
Oh, I have Scott Ritter on in about an hour to go through all of this. General Kellogg is telling the president now we have to ramp up military aid to Ukraine. Trump is about to escalate Ukraine thanks to Kellogg, and Ritter will explain why this is absurd, counterproductive, cruel, and disastrous. And he's on at 2:15 Eastern.
Well, as always, appreciated. God bless her.
Thank you. Thank you, Joey. Always a pleasure. All my best.
Again, folks, the one, the only Judge Andrew Napolitano. Always appreciate having him on the show here. Eddie Bader's in the studio. Hi, Eddie. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, bro?
You might want to tilt down your camera because you look short.
I'm not short, I promise.
Yeah. And then we have a third today.
Yes.
Hannah.
Hi, Jerry.
Hannah Grantham's here. How are you?
Back by popular demand.
I got to adjust your camera.
Oh, thank you.
One of these days, my guests will learn how to adjust their own cameras.
Then what will you do?
I'll talk. I'll just
You
do a
don't want
show.
to take no employment away from Joey.
So, how y'all doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, still kind of a crazy political thing going around still. So still kind of
absolutely.
got that hangover going on.
Yeah, did you, and I'm glad that Judge Napolitano clarified about Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, because the second degree, I mean, I haven't taken criminal law since literally, I think, high school, but I would think first degree murder, that was always premeditated. And this was obviously a premeditated murder, but I'm glad he was able to explain why they went with second degree.
Because it's not a normal state. New
Right.
York State is just not a normal
It makes
place.
no sense at all. But
there really are people dancing in the
Yeah.
streets. And long before, you've heard me on these airwaves, this assassination of Charlie Kirk, I've been worried.
Yeah.
This is why I've been rooting for Trump to succeed in the general sense of the word.
Mhm.
And Trump, I think, understands this. I saw a clip of him the other day saying, success is what brings us. I think his instinct is correct on there. People who hate his guts, if they can put food on the table and if they have good paying jobs and childcare is a little more affordable and all these things, like
life's just a little easier.
Yeah. People will be like, well, it won't be perfect, but why is Rich Thomas's computer making that sound?
Oh, is that Richie? All right.
Yeah, I don't
Fix
know
it now,
why.
Rick.
Well, for a second I thought I farted, but I'm like, that's not what that sounds like.
Are you a droid?
Yeah, well, I've been doing some experimentation.
Really?
Yeah, right.
On
me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, I just
I'm
remember
scared to
this.
ask.
Did y'all
but-
see that Robert Redford passed away?
Yeah, man, that kind of hit me
Mhm.
this morning.
Yeah.
I wasn't ever that crazy about his politics, but I thought the world of him as an actor, and I grew up Butch Cassidy.
What's your
and Sundance.
favorite Redford movie?
Oh man, Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid's one of my favorite because it
Mm.
drew me in. But there's so many. There's a hockey movie with him in it out there.
You got any come to mind, Hannah?
She just thinks he's old stud.
Oh.
You know how women are.
Have you ever seen The Sting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite. Robert
Yeah.
What was the
Redford
one? Legal Eagles. I think that was one back
movie. That
in the
one's
80s.
good.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Johnson, right?
Oh, when that comes on, whatever we're doing in the house, we stop, we watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what's the Natural? Isn't that the
Natural was a
baseball
really
movie he
good
was
one,
in?
Yep.
But yeah, the one Redford movie that I think of as a Robert Redford movie, even though George Shaw's in it and Paul Newman,
Yeah,
and,
Newman's
and
in it.
so many great character actors and stuff. But that movie to me is a Robert Redford movie, and it's so well done.
Yeah.
And that to me, sometimes like the person in their prime gets crystallized, not literally in amber, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's sad to see he's passed away at 89, but man, what a legacy in film and
Indeed.
entertainment.
What a life he
Yeah.
lived. In
Well,
89.
storytelling, yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, and even he was able to pull off the whole Marvel movie thing. He was a bad guy
Oh,
in,
that's
in
right.
Winter
I
Soldier.
forgot all about that.
Yeah, and like he was
I forgot that.
actually still a good character actor as opposed to the latest iteration of Marvel.
Yeah.
God,
Awful.
absolutely awful. Sorry, I farted again. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the program. It's 334-272-9228.
How is
Hey.
coughing not allowed in the studio, but we're acceptable with you farting?
You need to experiment on yourself first.
I see. I've done that a lot lately. In fact, tapped back into the NyQuil last night trying to shake it off.
When your farts smell like a dial-up modem.
Is that wire burning?
Sorry, when they sound like a dial-up modem. Yeah, these sorts of things. Did you see that it was revealed that Biden's FBI investigated Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA?
Does it surprise you?
No.
Still
Doesn't
disappointed
surprise
though,
me.
aren't you?
And like there's plenty here that we can go back into Robert Redford. There's also lighter things like a new global milestone. More kids are obese than going hungry around the world for the first time ever. That's a success, I think.
Isn't it though? Because that's what I remember growing up.
Well, it depends on
with
how
Ethiopia and all.
obese
I
you
mean,
are.
You're not starving.
Like
though.
we've gone from one awful problem that bedeviled humanity time immemorial since we could even had history to now we've gone to a very new problem of the kids are too fat.
Which one's worse, though? Do we want the kids starving
Yeah,
or
that's
do we
what
want
I'm
them to be
thinking.
fat and happy?
No, I think fat and happy is
Yeah,
better.
it's better.
But then,
And
you
they
know,
can grow
type
out
2
of it a little bit.
diabetes at like 15 is not a good thing.
That's more money in the government's pocket, I guess.
Right.
But also they
Son,
grow
you
out
got to
of it.
stop eating those bonbons. Your toe's going to fall off.
Maybe if we bring physical education back.
There's also a renowned chef arrested for robbing 3 banks in one day. He thought it was a good plan.
He got 3 in one day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he pulled it off in the moment.
Yeah, why
but
not?
Is there like the lapse of time between these? Did he right over to the other?
Well, I'm just teasing y'all. I'm just building thirst.
Such a tease. Such a tease.
The notorious, his name, like the moniker is Tinder Swindler. He conned women out of millions.
Oh, I
On
watched
Tinder.
this. I watched the whole documentary on that one.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Tinder Swindler.
Yep.
I thought I was the only one getting tricked. And then there's an incriminating video of Mr. Moose looking for a good time.
He was having a good time there, Joey.
Yeah, just if you live in moose country, if you put up a statue of a moose, make sure it's not too realistic because sometimes mating season comes around.
Well, moose are very nearsighted too. They will sometimes snuggle up to a car thinking it's another moose. So they're not the brightest.
That's fair. Yeah, they are mean though.
This
They
time
will
of year,
kill you.
This time of year they are. They will stomp you to death.
Yeah, you probably don't need to mess around with the
No.
moose.
But you know what? Also, this time of year is moose hunting season. So, you know, it works out.
And so I started with that because let me just look at local stuff real quick. Yeah, and before I say this one,
Yeah.
I love what Judge Napolitano said about there is no such thing as hate speech. Because you could say things that are a lot of words I'm not allowed to say on the air. In fact, a lot of words I can think of that I probably can't say around anybody. You can say them in a certain way, a very angry way, a very hateful way.
Right.
But you can say things in a very eloquent, nice way, and it's still incredibly hateful.
Yes.
And in fact, the very thing that you might think is a loving and thoughtful approach is just deeply hateful to somebody else. Doug Jones, remember he was senator for a while?
Yeah, I remember Doug.
Compares George Wallace to Charlie Kirk, saying hateful rhetoric leads to violent acts.
How can you?
Sorry,
How
I
can
ate
you begin to?
too many virtual beings.
As someone being in that leadership role, why is that the opinion you're putting out?
Well, he wrapped this in. This was yesterday on the 15th. He put it out on a tweet saying it is the anniversary of the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing. Honor the memories of those 4 young girls who were killed by imploring leaders to dial back the hateful rhetoric. Let me explain what I mean. I'm just going to quote him, not do the honor of playing Doug Jones's video. I want you to remember George Wallace, says Doug Jones. George Wallace, in leading up to the 1963 and then somewhat beyond, when he was elected, continued this violent rhetoric, continued this hateful rhetoric. And guess what? George Wallace was ultimately shot in Baltimore, in Laurel, Maryland, in 1972 as he was running for president of the United States. And the Democratic nominee for president of the United States, rhetoric like this, Jones goes on to say, has consequences that you can't control. Once it's out, once the genie is out of the bottle, once that genie is out, for God's sake, you cannot control where the violence is going to come from. Leaders need to reject not just the violence. You know, that was the thing after Charlie Kirk's death. By the way, I've got to tell you, I was sickened when I heard of the news that someone who I disagreed with as much as I disagreed with Charlie Kirk, eminently disagreed with Charlie Kirk. He was there doing work that he believed in, freedom of speech, even though I didn't like it at a place, a university campus that should have been sacred for freedom of speech. It was not just an attack on one man, it was an attack on our democracy. We've all got to recognize that. All right. Doug, I'm going to try to hold back all the words I want to say. It's hateful and untrue to compare Charlie Kirk to George Wallace. Hateful and untrue. And I am happy to honor the martyrs of the past, especially those little girls who died that day. The 16th Street Baptist Church bombing. But one thing I'm getting a little tired of is right on the heels of this assassination of Charlie Kirk, I get some old, melting away in the sands of time liberal boomer waving the martyrs of the past that happened decades before I was born, to then say the guy who I witnessed myself and millions witnessed just less than a week ago, that he was George Wallace. He was engaged in hateful rhetoric. And you know, when you do that, you know, sometimes stuff comes to your way. That's hateful on your part, Doug. I'm tired of it. Tired of the moral presumption. I'm not animated by George Wallace. I've had people say that, and it's usually some liberal boomer who's stuck in the decades that formed them. Those decades are done. And I believe, as I said it yesterday, the moral currency y'all built up, you've gone bankrupt in many ways because you twisted your own message. That's just one story from 1819 News. You also have a UAH, what is that, University of Alabama, Huntsville?
Mm-hmm.
Department chair blasts Charlie Kirk's faith, accuses him of racist, sexist, and transphobic language.
Of course.
Montgomery public school teacher placed on administrative leave after video mocking Charlie Kirk's death. I hope he suffered.
Mm-mm.
State Superintendent Mackey saying it's inexcusable, that post by Alabama teachers, that one and others, and they'll be reviewed and investigated. A University of Alabama journalism professor peddles left-wing conspiracy theory on the Charlie Kirk assassination. And, you know, I've seen all sorts of folks posting pastors throwing the same stuff out there that Doug Jones is throwing out there. Before the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I said, go F yourself if you think that's what animates me. And I still believe it. It's hateful. I'm tired of being lied about. I'm tired of people lying about the movement that I don't always agree with. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of you lying through your teeth, standing in moral presumption that you are on the right side of history. I'm tired of it. Hate me for what I actually believe in. Hate Charlie for what he actually believed in, not what you twist in your mind to think he believed in, that he's the specter of George Wallace returned. Damn me for my own sins I've actually committed. Tired of it. So I'm going to try to not stick on that too much because you can see how it gets me going. And I'm holding back at the moment. Very much so. I generally go about my life wishing everybody well. But it's moments like that where I don't want to share country with y'all. In fact, I don't think we really do. And what unifies us isn't our faith, our basic humanity. What forces us together is a system of privilege and pull and control that's been built up in the name of being on the right side of history. I'm tired of it. Of course, all this will continue. Liars will lie. Idiots will not lie, but they'll just be idiots where they can't even imagine an apple in their mind, let alone read a paragraph. Why do you think the Catholic Church had the scriptures in Latin for so long and worried about giving it to everyday people? Because some of y'all just dumb. But you're still emotional, you're still people, and I wish you well. So all this will continue. But I, and my heart is on fire for the martyr that I witnessed and millions witnessed last week. Don't wave the martyrs of the past who died in my face while telling me that martyr was hateful. Because that is hateful. And I'm so damn proud Tommy Tuberville whooped your ass at the ballot box, Doug. And he'd do it again if you had the balls to run for governor. Anyway, let's hit a break. Welcome into the show. Oh, look, I farted again. Somebody turn that down.
You may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage.
And I'm Madeline Cannon. And we have some exciting news to share with you. We've been serving the state of Alabama for many, many years. And now we are able and ready to offer the same great mortgage financing in Georgia and Florida as well.
Our company may be Alabama Home Mortgage, but now we can finance your Georgia home mortgage and your Florida home mortgage too. We couldn't be more excited to extend our customer base to our neighboring states. For years, we have had customers call us in hopes we could assist them with purchasing their vacation cabin in North Georgia or their dream home in Florida. And now we can. For those of you who have family and friends that live in Florida and Georgia, be sure to tell them the good news.
Whether you are looking to purchase or refinance a home located in Alabama, Georgia, or Florida, you owe it to yourself to give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time.
It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Woohoo! Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson with the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. So far this year, over 2,600 homes have sold and closed in the River region. 55% of these homes sold in 60 days or less, and sellers are receiving close to 98% of listed price. Over the last year, average prices in the River region have increased over 10% from last year. We do have more inventory now to show buyers before they purchase. There are homes in all price ranges available for buyers interested in moving. As a seller, it's a great time to sell through a realtor and gain access to many buyers, not just one or two. If you are a buyer, having more homes to pick from give you better choices before you buy. Our market is now more balanced between a buyer and seller market than we've seen since 2019. Get the facts, see the inventory, get a great local lender to help you, and an agent that's going to look after your interests. For all the facts, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group, 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m. The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The official first day of fall is next Monday, but some hot temperatures will continue for the entire week ahead. We'll be 90 or above each day, and at least the humidity is not crazy, and the nights are fairly tolerable. But still, it's a dry forecast at least through Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, there could be a couple of isolated showers on the radar, perhaps. We'll see. In the meantime, it's endless summer. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Happy day. Not. But welcome back all the same. Yeah, this part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there at Dillon Rings. Really do appreciate all the prayers, support for Leslie. She's back home.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing great. And I love just seeing her get better. Want to start with that. But also, if you go to Dillon Rings Facebook page, don't forget about their secret sapphire sale.
September, right?
Yeah, it's for September babies. If your birthstone, if you're born in September, your birthstone is sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only just a few pieces in stock of their sapphire pieces.
Really?
Yeah. Only those in the know will know, though, that until the end of September, all in stock sapphire jewelry will be 10 to 30% off. There will be more 30% off than 10% off.
Oh, I like that.
So get in and get your favorite sapphire before someone else does. That's, of course, at Dillon Rings, 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off Atlanta Highway. I'm looking at some of the pieces they have as an example. Y'all are lucky, those of you born in September. That's a heck of a birthstone. Sapphire. Which, it's such a lovely jewel. I made this point the other day. It's like the loveliest of jewels. It's up in top tier, up there with diamonds and rubies and all of this stuff. But then it's also like one of the trashiest stripper names there is.
Oh, geez. I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean? Sapphire.
Hey, but
Never met a
call them
stripper.
out on stage.
Mm-hmm.
They should get you to do the voiceover over there.
Yeah, but
you could, man. You could be the pretty
But
good.
do you
DJ
really
guy.
want your strippers with classy names?
No,
Shouldn't
I wouldn't.
they, put their clothes on and go do something better? Let's go to line 2 and talk to East of the Rockies. Hey, East.
What's up, East?
Hey, yeah, I was rather thinking about a stripper named Mildred, but we'll stay out of that.
My God.
I thought I'd kneecap you there, but hey,
Sounds like a pig's
Look.
name.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Arnold's girlfriend.
Yes.
Look, I think that what Doug Jones said would make Mr. Spock on Star Trek, haul off and slap him because it was so illogical. We're going to celebrate the death of the little girls in the bombing. Joey, what did they do to justify that killing other than go to church?
Nothing. They were just little girls living their life.
But, I mean, it's stupid. What it does is it totally appeals to people's emotions, and no one has yet to say anything quantitatively that Kirk said that was racist or homophobic. The videos that I've seen, he's been very loving and engaging, and all he said was, let's have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And one thought,
show, man. I'm looking forward to.
One thought I've been having, like if it's wrong, I'd like you to correct me, is because there is a lot of back and forth, and yes, people need to be held accountable, and the politics will continue. But when I see the faith aspect of this that Charlie has me thinking about, it's like, I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, black, white, man, woman, if you're living today, if you're born in the 80s like me, or a boomer in the 60s, or every generation would have put Christ on the cross.
Yep.
That's the point,
that
folks.
Is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And because we're human beings, and humans are the most dangerous animals on this planet. Make no mistake.
Yes, we are.
But I just so enjoy your show, Joe, and I want to encourage you, if I can, one day you're going to write a book, and if you do, I want it autographed.
Of course. I appreciate that, man.
All right, my friend. You have a good afternoon. It's going to get better.
Thanks, East. Let's go to Randall. Hey, Randall.
What's up, Randall?
Fellas and Miss Hannah.
Hey.
Hey. I just wanted my favorite Robert Redford movie is The Spy Game.
Spy Game. Yep. That's another good one.
And then off air, Randall, I had Urbanite call in and say there's a movie called Brubaker. It's about him being a prison warden. And I'd never heard of that one. Wondering if you did.
I hadn't. I sure had.
Anyway, keep going on the one you mentioned.
Oh no, that's all I want to mention. My favorite one, and then the reason I called was to congratulate Eddie and Hannah on their new company.
Thank you, Randall.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm doing big things, man.
We're trying.
And Hannah, what kind of dog you got with you?
I've got my Belgian with me.
And he's so good. All that yelling I've been doing, he's not moved an inch.
Till she tells him, she gives him the word, you're gone.
That's fair.
Congratulations on your boat too, Hannah.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
I don't know. I guess Randall saw my video. She left the boat in the house.
And Randall, I got to ask Hannah
What are you
something.
gonna do?
Like, I saw a photo of you. Are you been working out?
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah. I was like, look at those deltoids.
I told you.
Oh,
Man, look at those traps. She's doing shrugs.
Told you.
She's doing
You're
lat
getting played. Just for the record, you're getting played.
I know.
I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
Like it, Eddie.
I'm not saying.
I'm not getting played. I'm complimenting you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I got a dog that all I got to do is say a word and it'll be over for you.
This is what happens all the time. I try to give a compliment and everyone's like, he doesn't mean it.
We got to work on your compliments.
Yes, yes.
This is showing why right now.
Why? Why what?
I don't know. That was pretty good. That was better than mine. I think maybe y'all too hard to dip out.
There you go.
Night.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but Randall's like, oh, but congratulations on your boat. That seemed like more you getting played than anything.
No. Why? Why?
Just I know Randall.
Why? What am I missing here?
he's
Randall,
trying
what
to
am I
butter you
missing?
Nothing. I don't think so.
I want to go on a boat ride.
See?
It's parked at Eddie's. Eddie will take you. He'll take it out anytime.
Come on, you know where I'm at, Randall.
Yeah, I got you.
We'll take her boat too. It runs good.
Y'all have a good show and enjoy, man. Good things coming your way. Just keep doing open dialogue like you're doing, and man, you're gonna hit the right person coming through Montgomery.
Well, I appreciate that vote of confidence, man.
All right, we'll see y'all.
See you, Randall.
Bye.
272-9228. That's 334-272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was some confusion. People were like, do you have a dentist? I'm like, well, I got somebody who can check your prostate without it being invasive. I don't know if a dentist should be doing
I think that'd be something you get from the dentist.
But actually, there at Montgomery Men's Health, you can get a testosterone score.
Yep.
And low T can cause all sorts of problems, like in an endemic way, where it's just like you can't sleep, you're losing muscle mass, you're getting fat, like you're falling asleep in the middle of the day, you can't think, you're just falling apart, man. And low T can do that. But when you get that testosterone checked,
yeah,
they will also give you a PSA score, and it's a great marker for prostate health without the whole finger thing.
Right. Not quite as evasive.
And of course, they have customized treatments and solutions for you. It's not like they're going to throw a bunch of generic pills at you. No, they're going to sit with you. Yep. Consultation, including that blood work, that blood test is just $99 with the results before you leave. So, gentlemen, I know a lot of you are like, I'm just getting older. I don't need to go to the doctor. No. You only got one life. Procrastination is only going to make this worse. Call up Montgomery Men's Health today at 440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com to book your appointment today. How about this? Let's hit a break. We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hey there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage. Our partnership with Blue Water Broadcasting has reached thousands of listeners in the river region. People listen. People call. Now there's mortgage savings for us all.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the river region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Big news! Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital has a new name. But don't worry, everything you love is still the same. Now they're Pike Road Animal Hospital, still at 5148 Troy Highway. Still the same great team you've trusted for years. Same friendly faces, same expert care, just a new name, and still offering boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Pike Road Animal Hospital, formerly Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital. New name, same heart. Compassion you know, care that you trust.
Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Clark.
Welcome back to the program. Life is better when you got a dog in your life. It's true, folks. Cats are pretty cool too. You can't all the partisanship these days. Cats and dogs living together in mass hysteria. Welcome back into the program. Real quick, let's just do a throwaway story.
Okay, what you got?
And I'm gonna. Do you think we went to the moon?
Why do you do this just so I can get ridiculed some more?
No, I'm not doing it to ridicule you. I actually am doing this because I think you and Miss Dubuque on the afternoon show. Do you believe we went to the moon?
No, absolutely not. We can't even have cell phone signal that stays around here.
Eddie doesn't think we went to the moon. Heather doesn't think.
Heather, you know what, Joey? You own it today.
You're on fire.
You don't think we went to the moon. Like Pamela doesn't think it.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think we did. So there's I'm not looking to get to some stupid conspiracy conversation.
But I have a question.
I'm just trying to get where people stand.
He can't handle the question.
I'm just getting
It's
where
a
people
legit
stand.
question though.
Yeah.
How do you think so? Back then, we can't even have cell phone signal all the time around here through certain areas. And you think that they went and did a video and everything to us?
Do you think they give us the nicest stuff?
I would think by now we would have at least what they had.
Considered back then?
But the biggest question to me is why haven't we gone back? And I don't want to hear we lost the technology.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Well, it costs a lot of money.
Okay, look at what they're spending money on.
Thank you.
That's what you've got, Joey.
Cost a lot of money.
I'm saying it costs a lot of money, and it's kind of a tough thing to accomplish.
But we did it back
But we
then.
did it back in '69.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we did in '69. It was a great year.
It was a wonderful year.
Yeah, the year the Earth stood still.
The year the Earth got lied to.
I'm just saying that NASA,
Yeah.
which is what's the acronym for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration? Good luck spelling that. Is offering a free ride on board Orion when the Artemis 2 mission launches. Orion will fly 4 astronauts around the moon and back next year, and anyone can take part in the historic flight. NASA will place an SD card inside Orion with names collected online. Dad, your name, you just go to NASA's Artemis 2 page and enter your name and a 4-digit PIN.
Government list.
You want me to sign you up, Joey?
Yeah, exactly.
So they're just the Orion spacecraft was built in Huntsville. They're not really building a spacecraft over there.
I don't know what they're doing over there.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I think it would be great if like you two and Pamela like put your names in so you can be part of this historic
Right around the moon?
return.
You're
around
the
moon.
one that
landing on
thinks
it or
it.
just riding around?
Just riding around for this time.
Why wouldn't you go? If you're the one that thinks it, why wouldn't you go?
Joey's
Oh, I'm happy to do it. I just love the irony of you
Well,
don't.
what's the
like
Ocean
it.
Gate? You want me to be the next
So we
Ocean
would-
Gate or whatever it was? No.
We would pass by it and go, hey, there's that place we never stopped before.
Yeah.
Is that how we do it?
Mm-mm.
Hey, there's that place. Hey, are our flag still down there? Is that footprint still there? Hey, is that photographer that was already out there?
Well, and now I would like to quote, I'm quoting, these are not my words. I would like to quote something. And I sent it to both of you earlier today. It was a woman who was questioning, why did Jeff Bezos send 5 bitches into space?
Yes.
And her answer was intergalactic trafficking. And I think that might be what's actually going on here. All you folks who think we didn't go to the moon, we're not actually going back, you got it twisted. They're just expanding their empire. And now we're going to get intergalactic trafficking. And God forbid, that was the test run by Bezos. I don't think we need this. I think we need to get wise and use our intergalactic means responsibly, not to just do all the same things we're doing here on Earth.
I mean, if we already been around the moon a couple of times, what are we proving? To hush up all those doubters, why don't we just go back? They can call it,
Yeah, they're literally going to build a moon base.
Why would they
They've
not
been
just
telling me that
live
since
stream?
1973.
Yeah.
Since I started buying Tang. And
So
that
what
was
did
gonna
you
help it.
stop? What, you never thought we went to the moon?
No, I thought it for a long time.
Yeah, and what changed your mind?
The government lies to me about everything. Why would they not lie to me about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as far as that goes, there's thousands of people that would have to know that secret. Okay, you remember that bombing run we just did on Iran not too long ago?
Yeah.
Think of the thousands of people that knew that was going to happen. They were able to hold their mouth closed.
Okay, for a single mission, yeah.
What was the moon mission?
Yeah, but then they
multiple.
Then they said here's the mission we did.
Yeah, it's kind of like NASA. Here's the mission we did.
Yeah.
But up there was nobody going, hey, somebody dropped some bombs on us. See, here there was. There was just the cameraman going, all right, we're ready.
So Neil Armstrong is just a big lie.
I didn't say it's a big lie.
It just seems demoralizing and un-American.
Of course it does to some people that are
No,
afraid
seriously,
to question
not
the
to some
government.
people, to me.
Well, then you should be open your eyes and don't be such a rube.
Yeah, it just seems like y'all want to pull everybody down into the gutter of I don't know what to believe, so let's just pull down even the heroic achievements of the nation.
One person in this room got a vaccine.
Mhm.
Yeah, rube.
So all things the government says are lies?
Find me a couple that are not. Give me 10 in a row that ain't.
Okay. Just saying it's a little demoralizing.
I'm sorry to feel that way.
Great accomplishment in this nation. No, it's just a punchline for folks to go, just more crap. Like the crap they gave us yesterday and the crap they're going to give us tomorrow. It was all crap. Nothing is true. The only thing that's true is they're in power and they have power over you.
That's very true. I'll back you up on that. Then they like to.
I think
show you they
I'm
have
going to
that power.
add y'all's names to this mission.
Go ahead, but I would take the ride. You know I'd go anyway.
I ain't letting you.
Why? I'd go.
No, it's
That'd
not
be a
like
blast.
it's not like we're literally going. It's saying it's
We're just riding around.
No, you aren't going to be there.
Because he knows it's not going to happen.
It'd be cool. It was like the ride the roller coaster
No.
or like the whitewater thing. It's a fun ride, man.
Mm-mm.
Fun ride.
Anyway, I think it's a fun, cool way of participating without
Why
actually
wouldn't you
participating. Go?
Yeah, if you had the opportunity, why wouldn't you go?
I think I had early onset diabetes, pre-diabetes, and hypertension.
Uh-huh.
So I think that,
automatically
and then
knocks you
I have
out.
astigmatism.
I
Even
think
after
you
the
should go.
LASIK corrected it, but
Prove us wrong.
That curvature of the moon, and you take it with enough G forces, might cure you.
just saying, I think y'all should do it.
I'd do it in a
Why not?
minute.
Why not?
I do it in a
Your
minute.
name's already in a database,
Oh, big time. Mine's probably highlighted.
especially from those days back in Alaska. 2729228. I'm not just poking at Heather or Hannah today.
Joey.
Anyway, I'm doing this so I don't scream and yell at everybody. All right. Thank y'all for being my jovial punching bag. For the
I ain't your punching bag.
Whatever.
Okay. If you listened to the last segment, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. President Trump's state visit to the United Kingdom will include meetings with King Charles and Prime Minister Starmer. The President and First Lady are en route to the UK. The technology partnership due to be announced will bring billions in investment and thousands of jobs to the UK. President Trump says the U.S. military again targeted a boat allegedly carrying drugs from Venezuela, killing 3 aboard the vessel. The administration has justified the military action as a necessary escalation to stem the flow of drugs into the U.S. FBI Director Kash Patel testifying at a Senate oversight hearing today. He's defending his record and parrying criticism from Democrats who claim that he has politicized the agency. And Robert Redford has died at 89. He died at his home in Utah. This is SRN News.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-583-0141. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-583-0141. That's 800-583-0141. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillip Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillip Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The official first day of fall is next Monday, but some hot temperatures will continue for the entire week ahead. We'll be 90 or above each day, and at least the humidity is not crazy, and the nights are fairly tolerable. But still, it's a dry forecast at least through Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, there could be a couple of isolated showers on the radar, perhaps. We'll see. In the meantime, it's endless summer. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
At CB&S Bank, we've been meeting the needs of our customers since 1906. Need help setting up new business goals? Our line of commercial loans can help you achieve them. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police have released the name of the man who was shot and killed Sunday morning. The shooting happened just after 2 a.m. on East South Boulevard, where 20-year-old Kendall Foy was pronounced dead at the scene from a gunshot wound. This is Montgomery's 46th homicide of the year. Suspect and motive remain unknown. A longtime Cloverdale bar that's been the center of attention and complaints has now lost its business license. 1048 Jazz and Blues on East Fairview Avenue was shut down after health inspectors gave the venue a score of 58, far below the 85 required to pass. Even if the bar passes reinspection, the owner must now apply for a new license and face another round of review from city leaders. Valiant Cross Academy's elementary school will be moving to Alabama State University. Leaders from both schools made the merger announcement on Monday. The partnership will provide dual enrollment opportunities, allowing high school students at Valiant Cross the opportunity to earn college credits. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Apparently soon they are about to announce out of Provo, Utah, charges against Tyler Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to be announced for the accused killer of Charlie Kirk. And there's already folks weaving the conspiracy stuff, like that video of the guy, him jumping off the roof. Did he actually have a rifle with him and all this stuff?
See that, and the conspiracy of the videos, his arrest compared to his pictures. And
yeah, like look at his nose and ears and stuff. I'm like, y'all do know, like, come on, man. Like lighting and angles, and like I could look like how I'm sitting here right now. Like I look like a completely different person if I moved the camera.
Good light, bad light.
Yeah, like it just that in my face shifts with my mood. And let's go to Soldier Boy. Hey, Soldier Boy, how you doing?
Soldier Boy. I don't hear nothing.
I think he's taken a vow of silence after years of calling into talk radio.
Really?
Let's go instead to
Cameron.
Cameron. Hey, Cameron, how you doing?
Hey guys, I am I'm doing all right. Would like to comment on your lunar discussion earlier.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Or
sure. Oh, yeah.
what are we talking about? Just a different tact. I appreciate all the points that were made, but let's remember there's over 200 tons of material on the moon's surface, both from crewed and uncrewed missions. The Chinese also landed a rover and drove it around. There's light reflecting items up there that help modern scientists, be very exact in measuring the distance from the Earth to the moon. And there's also equipment up there that measures for lunar quakes.
I'm liking what you're doing, Cameron. Keep going.
I'm not sure. And these things followed our ability to land there. Don't forget the lunar rover. and there's footage of that rover driving around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable. And I understand the conspiracy theories, and I just have one question, not targeted toward anybody.
Shoot me.
People that have, some people get jumpy with conversations like this. I just ask them, what do they think the reason was for a false tale?
Well, at the time, if I remember correctly, we lost a president, and he had laid down a challenge that we were going to get something done before our mortal enemies were going to get it done.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And as far as the stuff that's up there, I mean, I was told the same thing, just chose not to believe it. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I have a hard time believing it.
And I'm happy to facilitate the discussion. In fact, I think I'm going to invite some like aerospace engineer to like whoop you.
Bring it. I don't care. I mean, because at the end of the day, to be honest, I don't care.
Well, and I mean,
there's so many government rubes out here.
I'm not trying you to.
line 'em up.
I'm not trying to get you to feel the guilt, like the deep existential guilt of sin of a Martin Luther. But I would like you to admit that you probably should be smacked by somebody.
Women, especially. Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you.
I'll take that all day long.
That's mighty whitey.
Thank you.
I would encourage you to go to Huntsville if you haven't
Been
been
there.
up there yet, to the museum.
Been there.
Been there. I saw it.
Been there. In fact,
some Dippin' Dots. They said it's the ice cream of the future.
I took Justin up there when he was little because I knew they would let us go on the rides together if I had him. So yeah, I took him. Yeah, that was the whole purpose.
Space camps.
The space camp was
Last
great.
time I was
the
there as a
video
kid,
was
it's
great.
great,
The
yeah.
Dippin' Dots were great. It's great. Seeing the rocket out there, that was amazing.
Oh, and the Dippin' Dots beat the fake cardboard
all day long.
crap they give you. Oh, that's an
All day
ice
long.
cream bar. It's like, no,
No,
this is
it's not.
styrofoam, Betty.
Dippin' Dots, ice cream of the future.
Anyway, did we cover it, Cameron?
Yes, sir. And here's a question. Again, not targeted toward anybody. Do you believe the shuttle was fake?
No.
Because from the shuttle, the move farther into space is much more understandable.
I'm not saying we've
but
never gone to
anyways,
space. I'm just saying we didn't do that little mission
I
on the
know.
moon.
I know. Well said. Thanks for letting me speak.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Cameron.
Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this? Hello, anybody there?
Hello.
Hey,
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello, anybody there? Hello.
Ah, you're on the radio with your Bluetooth.
Can anybody hear me? I can hear you.
Turn down the radio.
Can anybody hear me now? I'm so tired of freaking technology. My butter's not any sweeter or any softer.
Can't believe it ain't butter, can you?
Well, the only thing good about technology has been online banking and sliced wrapped cheese. That's it.
Oh, that's
Hey,
two pretty
Eddie.
good things.
Online banking,
know.
yeah, I got issues there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was the way
Eddie,
the government gets their money before you do.
Eddie likes to go get his cash.
Right.
Sniff his cash.
Right. If it's direct deposit, which most of them have, guess who has first dibs to it? Not you.
Oh, I agree.
That's
It's a scam.
Hey, Eddie, let me ask you. I have to agree with you. We did not go to the moon, okay? 100%. You know why?
Why?
Well, there's two reasons. There's a lot of facts and everything. But one of them is if you look at the flag, it's blowing the wrong direction.
I don't think the flag would be blowing at all.
It was stood
Well,
out. That was the
I think
image,
that's
though.
the-
But I figured they put
Right,
a wire behind it. Or
right.
something.
Folks, if you're listening, we lost power in our normal studio for some reason. Don't know when it'll come back. But y'all should check out the press conference. The fucker who murdered Charlie Kirk is being charged. Here we've got the live stream back up.
Back
now.
up?
Yeah. Oh no, it's spotlighted on you. Let me put it back on me.
Oh, there we go. The camera broke.
There we go. 2729228.
Did you put those barrettes in last night?
Some what?
Barrettes.
Barrettes?
Mhm.
What are you talking about?
For here. Oh, I thought you had it barretted back there. It's okay.
No,
It's going
like,
good.
you don't like my long locks?
I'm not saying I don't like
Joey,
them.
I've got this thing that you put in your hair and you wrap your hair around and sleep in it, and
Yeah.
it'll do curls, heatless curls. Have you seen this?
Ooh,
no.
Curls.
I feel like, let me bring my Dyson up here and just
Curls.
Yeah,
Adjust your can.
I would love. Oh, can we see Joey with curls?
yeah. It'll be fun.
I don't want curls.
Let's
got
just
enough
do some
curls.
flow.
curls.
Let's just do some waves in
No,
it.
they
Give you some
don't.
body.
And I don't care what girls think.
Oh,
All it
Guys
takes is
love curls.
all it takes is one woman.
Whoa, man.
The vast majority of men and women and boys and girls,
Mhm.
I could care less.
Care less?
Yeah, unlike the deep down stuff I really care about. Yeah, it only takes one.
what if it makes you feel better? Like, what if you look at yourself and you're like, God, this is nice.
Yeah, if I like it. You know.
Well, let's try it. Let's
Forget
try
about
it.
it else.
Yeah.
No, I don't like having to do
He
extra
doesn't like
steps.
to change.
I'm gonna bring the Dyson and we're gonna air wrap your hair.
I want to do extra steps. It
I got
seems
you.
like a lot of extra steps.
Oh, it'll
What
literally
about
take
your
30 seconds.
exercises? You're all into your steps then.
Yeah, but I don't need to pamper myself. I'm already doing enough in the morning. It's a little,
What's your self-care routine?
you know what I mean?
Yeah. What is your self-care
Yeah.
routine in the morning? Just curious.
Well,
What time you
Mhm.
wake up? This is what I need to know. When do you
I think
wake
you're.
up?
I
like
think you're
5:45. 6.
Oh, I was going to say 6 o'clock.
Okay, so what do? You lay there for a minute, stare at the ceiling, contemplate life.
No, I usually think what I got to do. Shake my athletic greens.
Yep.
And,
Shake weight is what
yeah.
they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Shake that athletic. It's got a metal top, so it gives you
Yeah.
that little extra.
Right. Get the sound out of it.
And then I take my pills, which like supplements and stuff, along with the AG1, like a probiotic.
Yeah.
And then do my business. And then I go to the gym, and I usually do some weightlifting, and then
How long are you at the gym for? Like
hour and a half.
Really? Oh, I didn't realize you were that long there.
Like the workout lasts about an hour, 5 hour 15. If
Oh,
I
then
do weightlifting,
sauna.
and then I do like a sauna workout.
You go in the
And-
sauna and work out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
do
intense?
weightlifting first, and then do like stretching workouts in
I
the
got
sauna.
questions.
Yeah. What about it?
Don't people usually just wear a towel in the sauna?
A towel? No, no.
Like, what are you
They
doing?
do in every state except
No,
Alabama.
my God, this is Hot Works, and they've got signs everywhere, like keep your shirt off and stuff. Like, what are you talking about?
I thought I was in a sauna here.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it gets up to 1:30, and then I go home
it's pretty
and I eat my breakfast.
You don't
pick
eat
it up in the
before
morning.
workout.
No,
Just a little
no.
greenage.
okay, what do you make for breakfast usually?
I usually get the same thing every day.
Which is?
The Connector app over
Oh,
at that one
I was
establishment.
hoping you were thinking a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Which
Are you
is
talking
right,
about-
800, 900 calories.
Oh.
And
That's a
and then,
decent calorie breakfast, right? You're not
yeah.
pushing it.
Yeah, and I eat that thing with a bunch of mustard on it. And
Like some mustard.
yeah, it's good. And because no calories with
Right.
mustard and tastes good with Connect sausage. And then I go and I take a shower. And then I do usually an Epsom salt bath.
After your shower?
After shower?
Yeah.
Okay. How
Or
long you
just-
sit in that bath for?
Like 10 minutes.
You get some bubble bath in there? You light a candle?
No.
Any candles?
No,
This
and
is
it's a
self-care.
jacuzzi tub. It
Do
was
you
built
turn it
for
on?
an old man. Of course I turn it on.
I'd
It
be
gets the
disappointed if you
circulation
didn't.
going. All right, and if my back's tight, I also like
Get a little back thing back
like
there?
get the rub it some,
Mhm.
and then like put the jet right on the back.
So at this
Works beautifully.
point, what time is it when you get out of the tub?
Usually like 9 something,
That's a pretty good morning routine.
and then I look at the news.
That's pretty good stuff. But do you try to not look at the news and stuff until you're
I try, but
Yeah, I know it's
especially in
tough.
days like the last few days.
yeah,
Mhm.
try to just kind of ignore it.
It's like, but I'm serious, folks, and I know I'm not the only one. Every time I look at Facebook or X or whatever, I just end up in a rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just like,
Yeah.
God. Tower of Babel.
So I'm trying to, when I get up, I try to leave some time before I get on my phone. And I did pretty good for a while, a couple hours, but now I'm 15 minutes.
And I
on my
left out a
phone.
key component. Either I'm listening to music or I'm listening to an audiobook as I'm doing all this for most of the morning. So I've been working through an audiobook. What is it called? Long one called Fatal Discord, Erasmus Luther and the Fight for the Western Mind by Michael Massing.
Interesting.
It's kind of fascinating. And by the way, if you think we're like bad now, Like all these doctors of the church,
Yeah.
like all these holy men, you should like read this book I'm going through. The stuff they said about one another. It'll make some of y'all blush. You're like, wait, they said that about it. Yeah, it's been as dogged and hardcore.
Never gone away.
No, we're just seeing it in real time with our technology.
Even
even like folks arguing over what's the correct language and interpretation and translation of the Greek into native tongues, and did the Greek actually get translated correctly into Latin, and the fights they would have over this. Like you're such a heretic, you must be burned at the stake. Like it got pretty crazy about this. Like anyway, it's fascinating. I'm at the point after Luther's already posted the 95 Theses, and Erasmus has also gained notoriety, and they're about to come to a head and kind of
when they start making
have a big argument. In particular, I'm waiting for the argument about free will.
When they start making the wheel, that's when life really took off.
I don't know.
It's NASCAR.
That was like old, like way back. Then they did the wheel. But then, listen to some music. Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like instrumental heavy stuff. And then sometimes like synth wave, which is more just like synths and like instrumental stuff.
Oh.
It's like you're in an 80s movie, Eddie.
No
You would like it. I know you.
No more rap? You're not into gangster rap?
No, not really. If any rap shows up on my playlist, it's more old school, like 90s stuff.
I was about to say, what's old school to you?
LL Cool J.
Like Hot Step.
You got any Juvenile on there?
Mhm.
Or you just skip over him?
Like Tootsie Roll.
Mm.
It takes me back to my Fun Zone days.
Oh.
And at the fair, people spin around. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Yeah.
Those were good times.
Can I get a funnel cake? No, you've already had two. You're fat enough as is. Anyway.
But you're at the fair.
Yeah, I know.
It's the best part of the fair.
Me too. I agree.
Anyway, completely thrown off from having the construction crew shut off the breaker on us. Welcome back. This part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services and their Pest Pro Ashley and that great team are ready to help you out with any and all of your pest control needs. You've been using them, right?
Yep, been using them for a couple of years now. And one of the great things about it is they'll let me know when they're heading out there. They usually give me a day's notice. And then when they're done, they'll send me a text. If not, call me, just say, hey, everything is good. Or if they saw anything or see some things that need my attention, they let me know. Then they send me a bill. It's that easy. I don't really have to do anything but answer the phone.
It's pretty awesome, actually. Like, and it's also like it keeps like a regular budget going.
It does. Yeah, because we have a set program that we do about 8 months out of the year that includes the mosquito treatment. And then once it gets cold, we drop the mosquito treatment and pick it back up.
Well, and I think you can get it like the basic patch is like $40 a month.
$40, yep.
And you add on though the termite inspection and protection, the mosquito when it's right, occasional other treatments for like fleas, ticks, these sorts of fire ants. But you add these on, how much you want to bet? Even folks that are kind of middle class, working class, that they're spending more a month on streaming services than on what Pest Pros offer.
100%.
Right. And folks, you need to treat this like you're protecting your home and also protecting yourself. I mean, talk about loss of peace of mind if you wake up and you see a cockroach fly across.
Oh, no, thank you.
And then you can't find it. That's no fun.
It's under your pillow.
Yeah.
Or you go outside and you're accosted by wasps. That's
Right now,
no fun.
spider webs everywhere.
And it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
So y'all check out Pest Pro Services today. You can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com or just search Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces or just call them at 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services. And be sure to tell Ashley and that great team that Joey, that fellow on the radio, sent you. Let's I'm not hitting the break yet. Let's go to line 2. You're on there. Is this?
Hey, this is Andy. How are you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
How you doing, Andy?
Am I coming in?
Yes,
I
sir.
coming through good?
Crystal clear.
All right. I tried to call the office line. I was hoping to talk to your screener about this, but since y'all put me on live, I'll go ahead and mention this. I really just looking for a contact email. I started writing a book in 2013 about this neighbor up in Huntsville for my parents. She was an 88-year-old German lady. She was telling me America's reminded her of Germany in the 30s. And in 2013, things were pretty good. I thought she was a little out there. But I heard her story where, she said, Jews aren't that bad. They immediately captured that night. Talk about efficiency.
Wow.
It took her to she had some really good papers. So otherwise she would have been killed on the spot, but they took her to a camp. A colonel was in charge of Russian POWs. She was in charge of some girls in the kitchen staff. One day they went out and fed the prisoners some raw potatoes. They caught word of it, and they went out and executed every girl with her except her. And the story just goes on and on.
Yeah.
She ended up meeting a priest who was an SS agent who helped 119 people escape. And I mean, as she's telling me this story, I'm like, this needs to be told. And as I'm doing this book, I'm doing a lot of digging and paying attention to crime and just paying attention to the pulse of America. And I've called y'all before. I was a captain in the Army and became a school teacher, and I start seeing this in the classroom, how things start changing. And it was almost like the bad people were getting away with stuff while the good people were getting punished. And you couldn't talk about God, but you could put a sexual flag. It just all this stuff's hit me as I'm writing this book. I'm like, oh my God, maybe she's onto something. And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I saw United States as a nation, how stupid we were, how gullible we were, how scared we were, the fear. Because the one question I always had is, if all this stuff's true with Germany, how is the neighbor okay with them pulling out her elderly neighbor and throwing them on fire? Like, wouldn't the neighborhood go, hey, I never understood that until COVID hit.
Right.
I was like, oh my God.
Fear.
Oh my God. This is
fear or
and then
status
I remember,
seeking and all sorts of stuff.
Well, not only that, the fear was the big thing, but it was also the Cal Rittenhouse when he shot that guy, and then there's a couple of conservatives killed after that. And I remember this lady on the news going, well, was he a Trump fan? He deserves it. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is how it happens. If you get brainwashed that Jews are bad and they're out to get you, then, and I'm seeing a lot of talk on Facebook about how bad Jews are. It's just, it is blowing my mind. So anyways, when I was real big into this and I was writing a book and I was almost done, and I've had it on the shelf. And now that I see you guys are finally starting to wake up and you guys are talking like I was talking in 2017, which was getting no ground. People thought I was crazy. I'm like, I don't want to be some, war crazy PTSD guy. So I'll kind of hush. Now that y'all are finally starting to join my thoughts, it's like, hey, this can get out of hand real quick. We keep getting pushed on these slippery slopes and we're going to fall off eventually. If I could get your email just to send y'all the first 2 chapters. I was sending out to Christian networks and I just wasn't getting any, I needed help with a publisher. The story will sell itself. The story needs to be told. I'm pretty dumb, so I wrote it to an 8th grade level where these kids can start reading this and see the truth of how evil can just spin out of control when you pour fear and hate on it. Would that be okay just to send to one of y'all? You guys can throw it in the trash or...
No, of course you can send it to me. Joey Clark Live. And that's
Joey.
No E on the end of Clark. Joey Clark Live at Gmail.
Can you spell Clark? I'm sorry.
CLARK.
At gmail.com.
Yep. And, I'm interested because years ago, during COVID, I was flipping through Paul Johnson's Modern Times. And there are a lot of parallels, just the rotten breakdown of society. The one thing I'm hoping that can help us out of this is we aren't quite at the hyperinflation point yet. And I think that's where stuff really hits the fan and all these other pathologies bloom fully. But you're not wrong in seeing a lot of the parallels. And especially having that I witnessed all that. What an incredible, I want to read the story.
The story is amazing. True bravery, and just it gets worse from there. I mean, from getting turned back in by again, maybe someone smarter than me can finish this book. It's finished, but they can rewrite it. But lastly, the whole purpose of this book is to show the youth and maybe some of us. So I think 25-year-olds are on an 8th grade level. I was in the classroom teaching them, and trust me, we're not doing good. But they need just to be told the truth. And I think this Charlie Kirk thing, a lot of people are like, I think my side's the evil side. And that's all I want is the truth. We got to teach the truth, and then the kids can make up their own mind if they want to, do this viewpoint. But the the whole paper that she only agreed for me to write the book. She's like, if you can equivalent the Jews being killed to abortion, which is, back then they thought it was okay. Just like now it's like, oh, abortion, it's not. And in the beginning, it's like, it's not a real baby. It's, da, 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 da. And then they came out with science. And then, and now in the past couple of years, it's like, well, we think we should kill them up to, labor and even after. So you get to see their true colors. It's just scary because at some point it's past the point when the truth comes out.
Well,
all right, I will send you the email. Thank you guys for the time.
Thank you, Andy.
And
Thanks,
I really
Andy.
appreciate y'all down there in Montgomery.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, sir. 272-9228. That's 334-272-9228. One clip, because, you can't go on social media and not see clips of Charlie Kirk these days.
Right.
But this one is harrowing because of what it foreshadows. But you know the name Dietrich Bonhoeffer?
I'm familiar with it, but couldn't tell you nothing about it. Just familiar name.
German pastor in Germany in the 30s. And he actually comes over to America, spends a lot of time, I think, in the Northeast, in the Black church is where he learns to be a little less German and have more grace and these sorts of things.
That's always good.
Learns a lot and takes back that impetus of the Black church to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And he speaks out as others are being locked up, as others are being killed for speaking out. He forcefully, in the name of Christ, speaks out against the Nazis. And somehow he survives, and almost right before the war ends, where he's with a group of guys, he is a German officer just calls him over, and like he knows he's about to be hung, and he accepts it. There's a movie that was made on his life. If the book by Eric Metaxas, he was the last person. He was the keynote speaker at the last Albert Patterson dinner that 1819 News puts on. We got the other one coming up this November with Tucker Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Metaxas wrote an amazing book on Dietrich Bonhoeffer, but there is a movie about it as well, if you just want to catch it within a, say, 2-hour period. And I think the movie does a lot of justice to the book, a lot of justice to that man's life. So Bonhoeffer was a martyr. And the way he stood up knowing that he was probably going to die for saying the things he was saying and doing the things he was doing to resist the Nazis is incredible. So I say all that to play this. This is Charlie Kirk. I don't know when, but talking about kind of our vision and like how he wants to inspire people.
Our vision, and it might be foolishly optimistic, but I've been called that before, and now you can kind of see it. We want 1,000 Dietrich Bonhoeffers. We're not going to say like we're going to create them. I want to find them and encourage them. That's it. Find and encourage. Find and encourage. That's it. Because I'm not going to like train people or like it. I just want to find and encourage.
Here's just a branding idea. Dietrich Bonhoeffer died as a martyr.
Yeah,
go with 1,000 Martin Luthers. It's got a little more.
That's fair. I like the Bonhoeffer example because of the circumstances, the tyranny.
Yes.
But I also like the Bonhoeffer because I never want to make anyone feel as if I'm being anything but honest. It's going to cost us something. God forbid our life like that, but eventually we're all going to have to go to heaven. And so Bonhoeffer is the example of, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice everything I have for God's purpose on earth. But I hear you. It's not exactly the greatest sales pitch.
No. I suppose I'd rather die in a glorious martyrdom than by getting a Dorito stuck in my throat.
They say you die twice. When you actually die and the last time somebody mentions your name. Bonhoeffer will be mentioned, I think, as long as human beings have breath.
Yeah, and it is crazy that like this guy talks so much, like on camera and his audio being recorded, that it's like almost every topic you got to take by Charlie Kirk, and in some cases foreshadowing his own demise. Kind of crazy. Here's one pause. That said, here's another one. Someone's a little more wholesome. Not that the other one wasn't wholesome, but harrowing. This one's a little cuter because it's a little boy asking a question at one of Kirk's events years ago. And let's listen into this together. He's going to give this young man advice. This was September 2nd, 2025. So this is only a couple weeks ago. Wow.
Hi, Mr. Kirk. It's an honor to meet you. I've been watching you for 2 years, and I gave my life to Christ about a year ago.
Praise the Lord. God bless you, man. It's phenomenal.
I'm 14. I just went to I just started high school. And I'm wondering, how can I keep myself from falling and from help others?
Number one, you gave your life to Christ. So you have a spirit of courage, not of fear. You have the Holy Spirit with you. I'm going to speak right into your life. You get a chance to go through obstacles that many people in this room will never go through. You're going to become tougher. You're going to become smarter. You're going to become wiser. You're going to know your stuff more. You as a young Christian, you're signing up for something with ultimate aims and purposes. But when you're 24, when you're 34, you're going to look back to when you were 14. You're like, man, that was hard, but that made me the man that I am today. And so you're in a blessed position, even though it's hard. Read your Bible every single day. Do what the Bible tells you to do. That's number 2. And then number 3, tell people what the Bible says. That's it. Read your Bible every single day. Do what the Bible tells you to do, and then tell other people what the Bible says. You do those 3 things, you're going to be just fine. God bless you.
So many of these like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I see the vitriol thrown his way, I'm like, man.
I got chills listening to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we do have to hit this break. First, as part of the program brought to you by Cole Plumbing. And they're Cole Plumbing, James Cole, and the entire team ready to help you with any and all plumbing issues.
That's
Could
right.
be something simple like a drippy faucet.
Could be.
That's no fun,
A
right?
little runny toilet action.
Oh, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's like your master bedroom, bathroom, and you're like,
You hear it all night long. Just hear that money going down the drain all night long.
all right, where you start dreaming about toilets running.
Mhm.
That's no fun. Usually the dream translates it into something else.
Right.
Now I'm just hearing the toilet in my sleep. Anyway, they can help you with those issues. Maybe a clogged drain issue, that sort of thing.
No fun.
Could be you flush the toilet, something comes up in the shower drain.
Bathtub.
Uh-oh, maybe that's a tree root invasion. There's
Mhm.
something
Clogging the pipes.
wrong with the pipes. Of course, they can help you with a major issue like a gas line leak or a major water leak inside or outside your home. And they can do it with minimal discomfort to you in your home. They have this proprietary pipelining technology that allows them with precision and expertise to find that leak without tearing out a bunch of drywall, digging up a huge hole or yard in your trench. No, they can do it again with precision and expertise. Y'all check out Cole Plumbing today. You can always make an appointment at coleplumbing.com. But I say go ahead and save their number, 279-8919. That's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, if you have trouble with your bowl,
call on Cole, Joey.
We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
It's back. The 72nd Alabama National Fair. 11 days of nonstop fun, October 3rd through the 13th. Thrill to the Zerbini Circus. Cheer on the hilarious Swifty Swine Racing Pigs. Rock out with the Puppet Tone Rockers. And that's just the beginning. Mark your calendar. School days are Monday the 6th and the 13th. Everyone gets in for $10. And don't miss 4 incredible concerts free with your fair admission. Corey Kent, Saturday the 4th. Skillet, Sunday the 5th. Anthony Hamilton, Saturday the 11th. And country legend Lee Greenwood, Sunday the 12th, with a salute to our hometown heroes. All concerts start at 7 p.m. Proudly presented by the Porch Band of Creek Indians. Imagine world-class shows, the circus, racing pigs, and amazing concerts, all for one low price. Skip the lines and save time. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster. The Alabama National Fair, October 3rd through the 13th. Sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery, Hyundai Motor Manufacturing Alabama, and Coca-Cola.
The Alabama National Fair. It's the best 11 days of fall.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values. This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better Business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The official first day of fall is next Monday, but some hot temperatures will continue for the entire week ahead. We'll be 90 or above each day, and at least the humidity is not crazy, and the nights are fairly tolerable. But still, it's a dry forecast at least through Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, there could be a couple of isolated showers on the radar, perhaps. We'll see. In the meantime, it's endless summer. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back to the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. So we are seeing from this press conference aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, obstruction of justice, and many others. And the district attorney saying they are seeking the death penalty.
Good.
As they should.
As they should.
Yep.
And I still can't imagine that moment of you're that dad.
Yeah.
And you see like that photo the FBI puts out and you go, damn, that's my son.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me wants to know, what did he even say when he got home? Because they said he confronted him, convinced him to talk to a preacher.
Church leader, I think, yeah.
Like, I don't even.
It'd be tough. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine that conversation at all. And especially it's your son.
Yeah. And I think everybody kind of says, I love my own more than anybody else, especially my own kids. But when your own kid even does something this awful, this violent, you got to pay the punishment. But apparently he's not cooperating.
No, but I imagine his parents, just like anybody, would just you think you did the right things in life. You think you did the right choices, and apparently they didn't see this coming at all. And I couldn't imagine, man.
Now there are a lot of folks very upset, and rightfully so, at people mocking their sorrow.
Yeah.
A Montgomery Capitol Heights middle school teacher was placed on administrative leave. What does it take to actually fire somebody in the government? But placed on administrative leave recently after posting a TikTok video mocking the death of Charlie Kirk. Lauren Ogan, a Capitol Heights middle school teacher, reportedly posted on TikTok that she told her daughter, "Down with the bigots," after learning of Kirk's assassination while speaking at a college campus in Utah on Wednesday. We need this right now. We really need this right now. As a community, we need this. We need this when Ogan, whatever her stupid name is, reportedly said on the video, when we get home and my daughter does in fact confirm that he died, I said, I hope it was traumatic and I hope he suffered the way we're suffering because of the bigoted BS he spoke. Again, down with the dirty big heads and the bigots. Montgomery Public Schools Superintendent Zacchaeus Bird said in an email obtained by 1819 News to MPS officials on Friday that the video by the Capitol Heights teacher sparked community concern and violated district policy, saying, full quote here of the superintendent, out of an abundance of caution for both the safety of the teacher and the school community, I am placing the employee on administrative leave effective immediately. Furthermore, I will be recommending this teacher for termination at our next board meeting. Thank you, sir. Please know that this decision was not taken lightly, but the seriousness of the policy violation combined with the safety concerns requires swift action. Our priority must remain on maintaining a professional, respectful, and safe environment for our students and staff and community. Nobody directly from Montgomery Public Schools returned a call for comment. No, but, you know, I'm looking at the photo of this teacher, looking at a photo of Lauren, and like, whatever, man. You seem like a miserable person.
Yep.
And it's not the first time a teacher said something stupid.
I don't understand the logic there. I mean, I'm all about free speech and whatnot, but I just feel like that's way too far. And it's some like just respect for humans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she should be like punished by the government, but losing your job, yeah, if you're supposed to be a person shepherding young kids in middle school, yeah,
all day.
No, you've violated the terms of our agreement.
Yeah, there's time and place. If you were, you know, in your own house or you were in your own company, your own friends, and that you can express your opinion all day long. But when you put it out like that, and then we find out you're a junior high school teacher.
No, but how sad do you have to be to celebrate the death of someone publicly?
I mean,
agreed. Especially Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
I mean, Osama bin Laden and his kids. You remember when they were killed? I know there were people that celebrated, but that's not me.
No.
There was still the death of a human life, and granted, I was glad they were gone. It wasn't my place.
Oh, I met in college. I celebrated.
Yeah, just
everybody was.
That's just not me.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Yeah. I think that's a good instinct.
No, I'm not holier than thou. There's many dead people I could.
Right.
But there's a time and place. And with the Charlie Kirk incident and the way it happened, the way it was done out in public, how you can celebrate that in the least bit, that I don't understand.
Because you're a bigot.
So what?
Well, why are you mad because someone spoke out on their views when that's exactly what they do?
Right.
But if you don't listen to them, you're wrong.
Because you're a bigot, and I don't have to listen to you. And everything that you say, I'm going to twist in my mind to think the worst possible thing of you.
But you're right where you don't have to listen to me. You just turn and walk away.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
I mean, everybody has a right to an opinion, but I don't think even a middle school teacher, well, actually, I'm not that surprised. A middle school teacher probably doesn't have the intelligence to form an opinion.
I feel like she could have learned a thing or two from Charlie if she would have listened to him. How to communicate with others.
Respectfully.
Yep.
And that's not the only one. University of Alabama Huntsville department chair blasts Charlie Kirk's faith, accuses him again of the list of racist, sexist, and homo/transphobic language. I apologize for saying the abbreviation homo. The department chair of World Languages and Cultures at the University of Alabama in Huntsville expressed some strong resentment in recent social media posts for fallen Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, attempting to belittle Kirk's well-established Christian faith. Leslie Maxwell Kyra is a self-proclaimed progressive Christian feminist and LGBTQ ally, otherwise known, as we might say in the Middle Ages, a witch. It is spiritually exhausting and demoralizing to see Christians praising a man who used racist, sexist, homotransphobic language and minimize the problem of gun violence, she wrote. Jesus never treated the marginalized people or the sinners of his day with mockery or rejection. No, he just whipped people in the temple. He went to the woman. It's one of the most well-known stories. It's not a parable. It's like a story of the woman who's about to be stoned by the crowd.
Yeah.
And he says, those of you without sin cast the first stone. But what does he do after? Oh, because I was telling y'all off air, the judgment in me, the outrage in me, and what a lot of these folks saying all this awful stuff about Charlie, like the judgment at the end of the days is not mine to give. It's not anybody here on this earth to give. What do you think you are? You are not God. None of us are.
Yep.
Especially the most devout. Mm-hmm. We should understand we pale in comparison. Right. And that justice exists and mercy exists. And the only way those two don't conflict with one another is through God's grace. So the judgment is not mine to give, though I feel it. And I can think what I wish about these folks.
You got free will.
But what does Jesus do after he says, those of you without sin cast the first stone? He goes to the woman they're about to stone and says, sin no more.
Mm-hmm.
Still a sin. Stop doing it. But you shouldn't be put down in the old ways. So now, like Jesus did break bread with tax collectors and the dregs of society. But was his message to them? Pick up your cross and follow me.
Yeah.
And instead, it's gotten to the point of like we celebrate the sin. We have pride in it, which is itself a sin. I think you can love people. I think you can have sympathy and empathy for people.
Yep.
And by the way, if you look at video after video of Charlie Kirk talking to people who are like, I'm conservative, but I'm an atheist. I'm a conservative, but I'm gay. I'm conservative, but I'm black. Number one, I'm a conservative, but I'm black is like the easiest thing. Well, come on in, man. Like, I know it sucks. You've been probably called more names than I've ever been called. Like, the whole race traitor thing is nuts.
Yep.
Come on in. But Charlie said that to gay folks. Come on into the movement. We want folks like you in the movement. A clip that's gone very viral is a guy trying to be more hardcore to the right than Charlie, saying, you're not a true Christian because you let gays in the movement. And Charlie Kirk says, you're not a conservative. Get out of this room. He stands up and starts yelling at the guy. You are not part of this movement. Leave. That's what Charlie Kirk said in regards to gay folks who are conservative.
Mm-hmm.
He pressed very hard on the trans issue. But often his central claim was truth. It's not true. It's not true that men can transition to women and women can transition to men. Just not true. You might be able to present yourself in a convincing way, and you might have a community around you that kind of says, cool, we'll accept that. But don't expect everybody to accept that. And at the end of the day, the basic truth claim, it's not correct. It's not so much, we disagree over what the truth is. They're more, it's a missile strike to the heart of the truth. Doesn't matter what the truth, it's my truth. See this a lot.
Right.
It's my truth. And who are you to question my truth? And why are you being so mean by questioning my truth? And then as far as minimize the problem of gun violence, Charlie Kirk's answer to that, and it's a good answer, is why don't we have armed security at every school? Private, public, every single one.
Yep.
We do it for all sorts of other institutions. Think they got security at Disneyland?
Get good security at Disneyland.
Really good. So good you don't even see them.
Right.
But they're there.
And you know they're there.
If you cause a ruckus, they're on top of you pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Got security at banks.
Yep. Even the water company.
But this woman, Leslie, whatever, A professor goes on to say, Jesus did not try to force his teachings on people. In fact, he advocated quite the opposite. Some people have met Jesus but never bothered to get to know him, and others use him as a political tool of oppression. Blessed are the meek, the merciful, and the peacemakers. Peace does not come from violence on any side. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's another one. Now we have a University of Alabama journalism professor. How about this? I got to hit my top of the hour break.
All right.
Before I do, this part of the program brought to you by Alabama Home Mortgage. We'll get to this guy in a second. Alabama Home Mortgage, aren't they great? I know y'all know them.
Oh, yeah. Did a deal with them last week.
Mm-hmm. And, man, Kim and Madeline, they can turn things around. So you want to refinance?
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks.
Yep.
Like saying, like, especially if you're a veteran, they're like, oh, the VA program must be a maze to go through.
One of the few things they do right, man.
They get done there, and especially when you're working with Alabama Home Mortgage, they can get it done like they did a recent one that was like 12 days.
Yep. 12-day turnaround.
And I believe the reason for one of the recent refinance deals was I'm in retirement and I'm kind of with inflation stuff chewing through with my monthly overhead cost. Is there a way to use equity in my home to lower those costs and make what I have for retirement last? And they were able to do that, turn it around in like less than 2 weeks. Of course, it can also help you with purchasing a home. So if you are thinking about it, don't just go to Zillow and be like, oh, that's a cool place. And you want to go drive around, look at houses and stuff. You're a dope if you haven't gotten pre-approved. You're a dope. And you're setting yourself up for heartache. I feel for you. My heart kind of aches for you, but go get pre-approved. You've heard this message. You know what to do. Get in touch with Alabama Home Mortgage. You can always apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com or just call them direct at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Let Kim and Madeline prove how good they are at what they do today for you. MLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now. Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Formal charges announced against Tyler Robinson for the murder of Charlie Kirk. Utah authorities have charged Robinson with aggravated murder and weapon and obstruction offenses. The death penalty will be sought. Georgia's highest court declining to consider Fulton County DA Fani Willis's appeal of her removal from the Georgia election interference case against Donald Trump and others. The Georgia Court of Appeals has ruled that Willis and her office could not continue to prosecute the case because of an appearance of impropriety that was created by a romantic relationship she had with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, whom she had hired to lead that case. On Wall Street, stocks are lower, the Dow dropping 115 points, the NASDAQ composite 10 points in the red. This is SRN News.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, everything you need and nothing
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly. 262-1911.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. We are stuck in a weather pattern that is very dry, very warm during the day, and pleasantly cool at night with mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight low temperature in the mid-60s. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Still dry with a high temperature in the lower 90s tomorrow and also on Thursday, and I think we'll be in the low to mid-90s on Friday and Saturday. Isolated showers are possible this week, but the rain chances are very small, but not zero. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
1819 News.
President Donald Trump has deployed the National Guard to Washington, D.C. to combat crime and says Memphis is next. The White House is also considering sending troops to Birmingham and Montgomery. Governor Kay Ivey told at WBRC she's in touch with federal officials that Alabama stands ready, but for now is on standby. Ivey noted that the state has already got the Metro Area Crime Suppression Unit working in Birmingham and Montgomery, which she says has shown success. I'll be back with more Alabama news after this.
Brian Dawson here, CEO of 1819 News. I'm also the host of 1819 News, the podcast, and we'd love for you to join us by listening to our weekly show on all the top podcast apps, both in audio and video format. At 1819 News, the podcast, we are in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama. Every week, we're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
2 people are in custody after authorities say they rammed into 2 unmarked police cars in the Target parking lot. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office says its drug enforcement unit was attempting to arrest the pair when the crash happened. Both were taken into custody, and officials say more details will be released Tuesday morning. Starting September 22nd, the Huntsville Police Department will launch a new system to collect community feedback. Within 24 to 72 hours after receiving help from an officer, dispatcher, or staff member, residents may get a text survey. Participation is, of course, voluntary and confidential with the goal of improving services. Chief Kirk Giles said the effort is about listening and learning, making sure every response helps the department evaluate performance and make improvements. I'm Garrison Hardy.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show. We like to cut up and have fun, maybe poke a little fun at some politicians, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. One thing we do take seriously is your personal finances and your plans for retirement. You can tell by listening, we're a little different. Yeah, we like to have a good time on the radio, but we're dead serious about your financial future and helping you achieve your goals. At Ernest Financial, we're committed to giving you the attention you need. We don't treat you like a number. You're way more important to us. At Ernest Financial, it's about helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Ernest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll-free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Big news! Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital has a new name. But don't worry, everything you love is still the same. Now they're Pike Road Animal Hospital, still at 5148 Troy Highway. Still the same great team you've trusted for years. Same friendly faces, same expert care, just a new name, and still offering boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Pike Road Animal Hospital, formerly Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital. New name, same heart. Compassion you know, care that you trust.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Bader in the house, as is Hannah.
Buddy.
Huh?
Hey, buddy.
No, buddy. In a second, I'm going to play a clip from this press conference just done by the Utah County District Attorney as to motive.
Okay.
Apparently, his roommate is cooperating. The accused assassin is not.
Right.
The roommate is. And this gives a little bit of insight into motive. First, let's go to Below Average Joe.
Yeah, Below Average Joe. Hey, good afternoon, y'all.
How you doing, bud?
Doing good. I had a few comments. Number one, the talking about the bug, the pest service. Have y'all seen the CDC has said that the kissing bugs that carries the Chagas disease is now endemic in the U.S.
Yeah, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. It's pretty nasty stuff.
Oh yeah, it's if you get into the chronic phase, it's pretty much incurable and not really easy treatable. Number two, Brubaker, the Robert Redford movie. It's a great movie. First movie I ever saw Morgan Freeman in. 1980. It's about the fictionalized account of the 1967 Arkansas prison scandal. It's a really good movie. And third, the most important thing, the Charlie Kirk thing is a terrible tragedy of a man who above all was about truth and helping people, was never violent, was always nice. And the people that talk and say he was a racist and all the things they say, all the long list of things, are like the same people that shout from the river to the sea, and they don't know what river or what sea. Yeah. They just heard something somebody told them. They don't know anything about Charlie Kirk, and it's really sad to see. And they don't seem to understand that advocating for violence for somebody that disagrees with you is also advocating for violence against yourself if we don't agree with you. So it's okay to kill you if we don't agree with you.
Yeah, I find what they're saying very hateful. Obviously, we're not going to do that, or at least, but it's still, the logic follows.
And it's really sad, and it's really heartbreaking that of what's happening. You know, I've watched Charlie Kirk for years, and I thought at times he could be a little arrogant, but usually it was only when somebody was grandstanding or trying to one up him. Somebody really wanted to have a dialogue with him. He was really earnest and really polite. I just watched the Club Random interview that Bill Maher had with him back in April again. And it was a really good interview, really good conversation between those two guys that had dramatically different viewpoints. And I'm sure you've seen the little short clip of Bill Maher on the day that Charlie Kirk died, when he was talking to, I think that was the lead singer from the Smashing Pumpkins that he was interviewing.
Yeah.
And he said that it's not right for either side that you're on. The kind of violence is wrong, and it's wrong when you call people Nazis. Then follows, it's okay to punch a Nazi, it's okay to shoot a Nazi, it's okay to kill somebody who's oppressing you. And he never tried to oppress anybody. The name of his tour was Prove Me Wrong. He looked for the truth.
Yeah.
And he wanted to talk about the facts. And I really appreciate your anger, Joey. Earlier I heard you seemed a little angry, and I've been very angry and very sad about this whole thing of the country where we're at. And I hope that this is a turning point like his organization. But you see celebrations or memorials all over the world for Charlie Kirk, not just in America. All over. You saw what happened in London. If you believe ABC News, only 100,000 people showed up. It looked like 1 million to me.
Yeah, it looked like most of their city.
Yeah, it was like everybody's, and they said, and what is it about free speech? And that's what, Charlie Kirk talked about was, your country, your right, and those rights are given to you by God.
Yeah. And
they were revisited in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. But I appreciate the opportunity to talk, and I appreciate all the conversations that you have, because like Charlie Kirk said, when we stop being able to talk, then we resort to violence. And I'll go back and say one more thing. The reason the left can't debate is because so many of their policies are idiotic, and you can't debate stupid things. And so then all they want to do is try to shout you down.
Yeah. And
obviously if they can't shout you down, then they'll just murder you and assassinate you. Anyway, thank you for your time.
I appreciate you, Joe. Thank
you, Joe.
272-9228. Again, here is a clip, and this is part of the press conference that just happened a little while ago. Jeff Gray, Utah County District Attorney. We're going to jump in on this midstream.
Robinson's father's request, the family friend met with Robinson and his parents and convinced Robinson to turn himself in. The family friend spoke to police and reported telling Robinson that it would be best if he brought all evidence with him to the sheriff's office to avoid police having to search his parents' home. The friend also asked Robinson if he had any clothes that were related to what he did. Robinson replied that he had disposed of the clothes in different areas. The roommate. Police interviewed Robinson's roommate, a biological male who was involved in a romantic relationship with Robinson. The roommate told police that the roommate received messages from Robinson about the shooting, and he did provide those messages to police. On September 10th, 2025, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Police found a photograph of this note. The following text exchange, then took place. After reading the note, the roommate responded, "What? You're joking, right?" Robinson, "I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you." Roommate, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" Robinson, I am. I'm sorry. Roommate, "I thought they caught the person." Robinson, "No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering." Roommate, "Why?" Robinson, "Why did I do it?" Roommate, "Yeah." Robinson, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Roommate, how long have you been planning this? Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. Robinson again, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. IDEK, if it's had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The F in messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notice bulge UWU on Fox News, I might have a stroke, all right. I'm going to have to leave it. That really effing sucks. Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's gun does just fine, IDK. I think that was a $2K dollar scope. Wink, wink.
Wow.
Robinson again, delete this exchange. Again, Robinson, my dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me, RN, not answering. Robinson, since Trump got into office, my dad has been pretty diehard MAGA. Robinson, I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. Again, you are all I worry about, love. That came from Robinson. Roommate, I'm much more worried about you. Robinson, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. If any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent. The search for Robinson's residence. Police executed a search warrant on Robinson's residence. During that search, police discovered a shell casing with etchings like the etchings found on the shells in the rifle near UVU. Police also found several target boards with bullet holes in Robinson's home. Now, as I stated in the beginning, when I read those allegations,
wow. Disturbing.
Say the least.
Yep.
That's how callous he was. More worried about what his dad's going to say.
Yeah. And I was thinking about the dad, really thinking about the grandpa.
That's all I could think. I mean, you have to feel like you're at fault somewhat, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Especially, I mean, just the irony of dad becoming more pro-MAGA.
Yeah.
And then you've got a kid who does what he did.
So, quick question. Is it true that he had like a debate with Charlie like a week or two before?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'd heard the same thing
Yeah.
too, but I heard that in a, I don't know if it was one of the videos or what, but I never did hear.
I'm putting that in. I don't think it's true. Boss.
Yeah, I don't think it's
know.
true.
Yeah.
But he did state something. He had gone to one of the rallies before, and that's where he just.
I'm gonna see if I can find the video and I'll send it to you, Joey, because
Yeah.
there was one that was,
Just disturbing.
very.
Especially the mix of like just how callous is the word, but also the joking about if I see the meme on Fox.
Yeah,
It's just
it really disturbs me because again, it shows that his sense of reality. He didn't, in his mind, he didn't take out a person, a father, a husband, any of that. There's just there's no shame, no remorse or anything in that.
And when the roommate, his lover,
yeah,
asked why did I do it? Robinson responds, the roommate says, yeah, Robinson quoted, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out."
That's what's so sad.
Yep.
Like, when did we start not valuing the human life? Like, it's just disposable that easy.
That's exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
A lot of people really feel that way, that they don't see the blessing of human life. They just don't. It's worthless. It's almost like a video game.
Yep. Very true.
Well, we got to hit a break.
Right.
First, this part of the program brought to you by Bo Goodson of the Goodson Group, and there at the Goodson Group, Bo and his team are ready to help you, whether you're looking to buy or sell property here in the River Region real estate market. But it's not just buying and selling a house. If you want to rent out your home, the Goodson Group can handle that for you for a reasonable fee and manage that property for you. And if you've never done that yourself, or you've done it and it was a pain in the butt, why not have, again, the Goodson Group do it for you? It's a great idea in this market. And then, of course, the crown jewel there is the Bo Goodson Real Estate School. A lot of great folks have graduated, gone on to great success in their own right after graduating the Bo Goodson Real Estate School. Great way to study up to learn how to manage property, or to become a fully licensed agent, or just a more knowledgeable private player in general when it comes to real estate. So y'all check them out today. You can always go to thegoodsongroup.com, give them a call at 551-0225. That's 551-0225. Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group, great sponsor of the program.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. For over 21 years, Blue Water Broadcasting has been a proud part of the River Region. We're not just a company, we're your neighbors. Our owners, air staff, account executives, and support team all live right here. We believe in this community, and we stand by our slogan, Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show. We like to cut up and have fun, maybe poke a little fun at some politicians. But we don't take ourselves too seriously. One thing we do take seriously is your personal finances and your plans for retirement. You can tell by listening, we're a little different. Yeah, we like to have a good time on the radio, but we're dead serious about your financial future and helping you achieve your goals. At Ernest Financial, we're committed to giving you the attention you need. We don't treat you like a number. You're way more important to us. At Ernest Financial, it's about helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Ernest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll-free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. We are stuck in a weather pattern that is very dry, very warm during the day, and pleasantly cool at night with mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight low temperature in the mid-60s. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Still dry with a high temperature in the lower 90s tomorrow and also on Thursday, and I think we'll be in the low to mid 90s on Friday and Saturday. Isolated showers are possible this week, but the rain chances are very small, but not zero. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank has digital banking solutions to help you keep up. Check balances, pay bills, and much more. Learn more at cbsbank.com. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information. Member FDIC.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back.
Kind of sharp.
Huh?
That was kind of sharp.
Oh, I put in a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, I have different versions of it where it's got like flange on it. You ever want to throw some flanger on it?
Is that like flare?
No, like flanger.
Flanger? No.
Or chorus?
No.
Or any of those effects? You know, never mess around with audio effects? You don't ever do that?
Not really.
What's your favorite Robert Redford movie?
Well, now that you mention it again, it's Jeremiah Johnson by far.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that in a while, but it's a pretty good man's man movie.
80s movie, The Young Lawyers in Love, or whatever it was called. Legal Eagles. I remember just taking a girl to that movie. It was a date thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I remember that one so much. But
now, I remember sitting with my Uncle Greg when he was living with us, and I'm probably like 15, 16 years old, and he was showing me all sorts of music, and he's like, let's watch old movies together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, stuff I'd never seen. And one I remember vividly watching with him was The Sting.
Oh, yeah. That's
Just
another good one.
What a movie.
Mm-hmm. Another really good one.
You know, with the just the idea of a good heist movie, too, where you're so good at it, you're rooting for them.
Yep.
Because they're taking out the bad guy, too. Like
Robin Hood.
Right. There is an element of that. Freaking great movie. And like, what's the one line that this dude has this ridiculous mustache, and they're like trying to put together the whole team because they're trying to put together like the brokerage room or like the bidding room where you do the historical horse racing or whatever it was. And so it's got to be a whole operation with a full cast of characters. And one of these guys is like putting it all together. He goes, "Oh no, these boys are the Quill." And I'm like, "The Quill?
These boys are the Quill.
The Quill? What is the Quill?
The Quill.
That's some cool old school.
That's very old school.
So earlier today, Kash Patel, director of the FBI, was before Congress, the United States Senate. And second, I'll go to Josh Hawley asking about how extensive this investigation is.
Was he being called in front of Congress for something in particular?
I don't know
Okay.
exactly. It might have been pre-scheduled. It might be like just an oversight kind of hearing on what the FBI is up to. They do these on a regular basis.
Right.
But apparently this exchange between Senator Cory Booker and Kash Patel ended up in a shouting match.
Oh.
Let's listen in.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, sir. That rant of false information does not bring this country together.
And so I guess Cory Booker went on some rant. I'm sorry I don't have the full context of this. I found what I found. This is like still 3 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
So apparently Cory Booker, I can only imagine what he said. Probably isn't like the worst thing we've heard in the last few days, but probably is the whole like Charlie and MAGA are hateful or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, echoing the shooter's words.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes,
at
sir.
this point?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My
If you-
God.
If
You're
you
gonna
want to
lecture
talk
me
about
dividing this country,
it is
I
my
follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tears
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You
sir,
are an
you can
embarrassment
try all
to the
you
division
want
in this
to
country.
not
Senator,
take
it is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making a
time is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time is.
Senator-
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my time's
you have-
over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you. sir.
Mr. Chairman,
Not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Senator Booker, I announced at the beginning of this meeting that this back and forth talking over each other doesn't work. And I said, if that happened, I asked Patel not to respond, and I was going to give him some time after the senator's time was up to respond. And he has the privilege to do that uninterrupted.
Mr.
So
Chairman, one point of
go
order.
ahead, Mr.
I've
Patel.
watched him talk over us, and you've never once criticized him for us not even being able to get our questions out.
Well,
he has been rude and disrespectful to senator after senator.
And when the senators were not giving him a chance to answer, I didn't stop the senator either. Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A double increase from that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we have 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl in enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year, 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we're taking 8 kilograms off the streets of the cities in New Jersey and preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone, a failure of the FBI and my leadership? How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
Before Senator Cruz, I kind of feel like
Yeah, Chuck Grassley has no control over that room. Were you intimidated at all by Cory Booker though? Like
No.
like there is no like.
I know a fraud when I see a fraud, and that's a fraud. Paper tiger.
Yeah, like I'm not afraid of you.
Right. That right there.
Like, shut up, boy.
It's
Like,
just
like come on, man. You're
Right.
acting like a child,
exactly.
like a little boy.
And I don't understand why he had to claim that he wasn't afraid of Patel at that moment. He's just always grandstanding. And like Patel even said, whatever the man said, it's not bringing our country closer together. Can you tell me anything Cory Booker has done to try to bring our country closer together? He's as big a divider as anyone else.
Yeah. Anyway, I think, by the way, watching online,
yeah,
if we keep like pitting suffering against suffering, like my suffering, you didn't care about my suffering, so I'm not going to care about your suffering, and my suffering's worse than your
Yeah.
suffering, and you're more hateful than
Yeah.
like. And then like you're a hypocrite, and you're more no, you're the
You're a
hypocrite, and
yeah.
it's like I think if we keep doing that to one another, we're getting closer to heaven, right? Right? Right?
One of
That
us
certainly
is.
won't drag us to hell, right?
One of us is.
Anyway, it's kind of incredible that the person, the accused assassin, but the assassin did this for, looks like the main motivation was his boyfriend.
Yep. Who honestly sounded like he was a little shocked by the whole thing.
Yeah, no, for that guy to, here's all the information.
I'll be honest, I don't blame him at that point. It doesn't sound like he knew or
He
had
didn't know.
anything to do with any of this. And then for his boyfriend to try to rationalize it.
And it was so cold, as like what we laid out earlier, the
Yeah.
whole conversation. It's so flippant. Like he went to like a ball game.
Yeah.
Oh, good game. Crazy. And maybe the right answer, as said earlier, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. Well, I wish he had been so indifferent that he just stayed away from everybody. But
that's what I don't get, man.
There's this sort of cold indifference to, I don't know. It's hard to explain all of it.
You know why I don't go to Alabama pep rallies? Because I don't like Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang with those people. They generally bring me down. I want to go with my people.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be worse if I went to that pep rally and just started whooping people's ass. What good is going to come of that? Just go with your own people.
Part of me wants to kind of set up a legal fight, though. You know what I mean?
Those
like
big boxing gloves?
Yeah. Like fight the Aub from the Cow College.
On the Alabama Auburn Day? Yeah, that would be a
and maybe
money
get in like the gladiator outfits.
Or
like with the big
sumo.
sticks. Yeah, and the big cinema thing. Yeah, I think that could
be hysterical. Raise money for charity.
Probably raise a crap or just get a dunking booth. Like insult the Bammers all day and let them dunk you.
Well, at one of those Hyundai meetings we had one time that they quit inviting me to, I had brought up, they were thinking about Family Day and great things to do on Family Day. And we were talking about being able to donate some money to a cause. And I said, you know what? The best thing we could do is go down the street, rent a Dunkin' booth and have our management, spend time in there. Imagine the money we would raise. Never happened.
Never happened.
Now they quit inviting me to those meetings.
Nice.
Yeah. Got their point.
Good for you. Let's go to line 2. You're on the air. Who's this?
Soldier Boy.
Hey, man.
Hey, Soldier Boy.
You finally got your technical electronic difficulties resolved, I see.
I guess so.
Yeah, it turns out somebody turned off the breaker. That was the difficulty.
Huh?
Good God.
And something I think, you talk about that water bruise, Duncan. When I was in the military, we used to do that fundraising,
Yeah.
And we knew certain people at certain hours they were going to be doing it. They're like, who's, Colonel Sutton said, Captain Sutton said, when's he doing it? From 10 to 11? Man, there'd be a mob out there.
Exactly. Exactly, man. And it's a great way to raise funds.
And also too, my troops that I supervised, I looked at them all. I was like, who's going to throw the first ball? And they didn't throw it. I said, that was smart for your enlisted performance report. Nobody threw a ball at me. Smart. I said, don't put that ball over there. Don't even look at it, gentlemen. Okay. Here's the thing: is that how many people got that are attempted assassins on trial today? We got Mr. Golf Course hire.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan Ruth.
We got Mr. CEO of the Healthcare Service.
Luigi.
And then we got Mr. Trump's assassin, right?
Yeah.
And who else?
Yeah, it's Ruth, Luigi Mangione, and this Robinson guy.
There's only 2? I thought there was 3.
Yeah, I just said 3.
Yeah.
And that's the guy that killed the CEO of Nails, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mangione.
One that tried to attempt to kill Mr. Trump. Okay. And what was the third one now?
Tyler Robinson, the one who did kill Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Oh, that's right. 3 people. Does that tell you a little bit about society today?
Yes. As well as all the wailing and gnashing of teeth online.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Hey, let me ask you another question. And my last question, I'll make it short and sweet. And you tell me, what happened over in Old Cloverdale to the health food rating over there at the Blue Jazz restaurant / bar?
I just said they're
closed?
Yeah, in the newspaper it said
They lost their license?
Yeah, failed the health report. They had some pretty good reasons. So
1048?
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised.
Nobody's surprised. No.
Good riddance.
Joe, you mean you're...
No, seriously, good
Joe,
riddance.
would you have never eaten over there? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I never ate over there. I drank over there.
Bring your own glass.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty... It has been a gnarly place for
Forever, man.
decades.
Yeah.
It's not gotten better.
No. I think the guy's trying to bring it back, but I'm like you, Joey. Just let it go.
The guy that passed away, Watson was his last name, the developer.
Mm-hmm.
He owned most of those properties. Didn't he, in Oak Cloverdale?
Well, especially the ones that got dilapidated. They are working on them, thank God.
Bring them back.
That is a good street,
Yeah.
and it needs to be built up. But,
Certainly.
Actually, my dad's doing some scheduling for that one.
Oh, good.
Eddie, what's taking so long for them to build that back up?
The honest to God
They
truth is
just
probably
started the process about a month or two ago.
just getting started is the hardest part, man. Between
is that?
permitting
But
and everything
you-
else, that's your slowdown. You got guys ready, shovel ready, but
And then also construction costs ain't cheap these days. There's a whole, it gets, even on a simple job like that, there's a,
that's what you get so annoyed. It's a simple job, and you're just like, are you kidding me?
Just to give perspective, I would on occasion help my dad with his work, and he'd be doing like scheduling for a max security prison in Colorado, and he would have to get the plotter.
Yep.
To get the actual, to be able to see and visualize the flow chart of how you should do this job, you need huge plotter paper that goes across the entire wall, and it has all these different flow, like control parts to it. I'm like, how do you do this? Like and that's complicated stuff. Even the simple stuff, though, it's got bottlenecks.
Because somebody told me he had a hard time getting, his liquor licenses because of some of the things, the incidences that happened downtown and a couple other bars he owned.
Don't know. It wouldn't surprise me because they're pretty strict on that stuff. You got trouble at one club, they ain't going to let you start trouble at another.
Yeah, that's true. I got a couple of men that work for the fire department. I ain't going to mention any names, but they're inspectors, okay?
Yeah.
He says, you'd be surprised how many violations when they walk in. And they basically are told to look the other way until it becomes a public nuisance. He said he went in there one place and it was supposed to have no more than 200 occupancy. He said, there's like 400 or 500 people there. You couldn't even move.
Man, I've been to some bars like that in
I said,
Tennessee.
why don't you do something about it? I said, you're the fire inspector, you know? And he goes, I know. He says, I'll write it up, okay? The next thing you know, they'll go to the city council meeting and bitch about it, and they'll give them a little slack on it. Oh, let me ask you a question. When has the whatchamacallit been filed yet? The budget, is it passed? Is it done? What?
No, that's going to go on tonight. Okay. And then the question of the extra money held over from last year's budget that wasn't spent, that'll be, Ed Grimes told me that'll be revisited in a month or two.
Okay.
Somebody told me that the first 5 most expensive things on the agenda, on the listing, you know, the first thing is like the fire or police department. I think it's the fire department with its overtime and everything.
Yeah.
Number 2 was the police department. Do you know what number 3 was? Budget?
No.
I was shocked. Henry Palmer would die. The interest on the money that we owe.
That doesn't surprise me.
Wow.
And the guy told me in the city council meeting, he says, you see, it's number 3. I said, yeah. He said, it's going to be battling for number 1 or 2 if we don't do something about it real damn soon. He said, yeah, we got all this extra money, but we don't spend it. It's like having a credit card, Eddie. And it's a $5,000. You got $5,000 on it, and you got the money to pay the $5,000 off, but you rather not.
No, just go spend 5 more.
Yeah, no, and you can feel they would love an occupational tax, but right now the state's still in the way. So we'll see.
Who has occupational tax? Birmingham?
Yeah, a few places around the state have it. With it being the capital city, it was more of it's like a state municipal sort of fight.
You know, as soon as that happens, it'll be the death of Montgomery.
What they're looking for.
Well, I got to run, man. Appreciate the call.
See you, Soldier Boy.
Thanks for calling back. This part of the program brought to you by Dillon Rings, and they're Dillon Rings. They're a full-service jewelry shop.
Yes, they are.
Josh and Leslie Wright are ready to help you out, or you're looking to buy, especially if you're a September baby, some sapphire. But it's not just sapphire. They also have
diamonds and pearls.
Make you a happy boy or a girl.
Yes, they will every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of that song. It's a good song in my head right now.
The other day when you guys were mocking me for me mentioning loose stones, I couldn't help but watch a Dillon Ring commercial on Facebook the other day, and guess what? Loose stones. Yes, there are some loose diamonds there. Really cool commercial.
And of course, they can also do repair work there. They can do custom design work. Josh Ryder's a true artist.
Appraisals,
especially with inflation. If you haven't gotten something checked out in a while,
check out the price of gold here lately. Yeah.
And of course, they buy old jewelry like
they
gold,
do.
silver, platinum. They do it all, is the point, folks. Y'all check out Dillon Rings today. Just get by 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you. Let's go to line 1. Who's this? Anybody there?
News Talk. Who's this?
Okay.
Hmm.
The silence speaks volumes.
It's your girlfriend. She's mad at you. That's how they
Yeah.
let you know they're mad. They
That's
just don't
not,
talk to you.
no, that's not been my experience.
No, when they really are mad at you, they don't talk to you. And what really makes them mad is when you don't care. You don't talk back to them. Boy, you get the double silent treatment then, which is glorious.
How do you bridge the divide ever?
Eventually she gets hungry and she wants you to take her out to dinner, so she's going to talk to you. That's how that
Just
generally goes.
hungry for food, or
That's how it generally goes.
I don't think he's just talking about food, folks. I think they're hungry for something else.
Yeah.
I think for supplements like minerals and vitamins.
Yes.
Like vitamin D.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. People get hungry for that.
They do.
Especially if you don't have sun. Anyway, how about this final break of the program? We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Jenny King, the king of clean, delivers reliable, high-quality commercial cleaning services through a proven franchise model that empowers local business owners. Jenny King's franchise owners receive the training, support, and resources needed to succeed, while clients benefit from tailored cleaning solutions backed by a global brand. Jenny King ensures consistent results, trust, and success for everyone we serve. Go to JennyKingCleans.com and find out how we can help you. That's JennyKingCleans.com.
Jenny King, the king of clean.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number 1 in the number 2 business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phone. Let's talk to Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. Hey, Ray.
How y'all doing?
Pretty good. All right.
Well, I've had better days.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was going to Henry Tile this morning to take some material back, had a pallet on the back of my car, my truck. I always go to the toll bridge because there's no traffic.
There's no traffic, yeah.
And the guy goes to when he said, "I'm sorry, I just closed out my tail. Can you back up?" Sure. So I put it in reverse. Boom, hit a car.
Oh,
no.
I didn't, because I couldn't see it in my side mirrors, and I had the pilot on the back blocking my other mirror.
Yep.
Did he? Yeah. And if I hadn't had my tailgate, my trailer hitch on there, because I pulled the trailer yesterday, wouldn't have done anything. But popped the hole in her bumper.
Yeah, that's what those trailer hitches are
And
good
then
for.
we had to sit. Yeah, nobody was hurt, but we had to sit there for 2 hours waiting on the state trooper.
Good Lord.
Daggum.
Apparently there was like wrecks everywhere today, and the poor guy shows up and apologizes. I'm like, I get it, but we weren't hurt. We're on the back end. I didn't have 2 hours to waste. But
You'll
here we
do
are,
anyway,
living our
anything to
life.
save some money, won't you, Ray? You'll wait 2 hours instead of just give the guy a couple bucks and going through the toll booth. I tell you.
Well, I called my Alpha agent because the first thing I told her is, don't worry about it. I have Alpha. Because I deal in enough insurance to know more Alpha. And he said, hey, look, just go ahead and do the report just in case she comes back with the neck injury. I said, you're right.
100%.
You never know. Yep. So we waited on the state trooper for 2 hours.
Yep.
And been 2 hours behind all day ever since.
Well, if I get subpoenaed
you
for
call me
this,
and say-
if I get subpoenaed for this phone call, I'm going to be a little annoyed, right?
Yeah. Want some lunch or something out of the deal.
You're going to be the first one I bring into it. I would say Joey was there. He went on the radio at 8:15 this morning.
He was there.
He was actually in the truck bed going,
He told me it was clear.
He's the one who told me to back up.
That's right.
But hey, listen, you can have a much better day if you just call me. I'll have a much better day if you'll call us at 285-8117. Let us come out and give you a free measurement. We've got great deals everywhere. We'll come out and give you that free measurement. Try not to back into your car when we're leaving. And next thing you know, you got a new floor down. Just that simple.
Folks, give them a call today. That's 285-8117. And be sure to tell them you heard Ray Bowles on the radio with Joey and Eddie.
And if you see me on the interstate with a pallet, don't get behind me.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning.
Guys, y'all have a great day.
See you, Ray. I forgot to ask him, did he bust up any of them tiles?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in the car accident.
Yeah. No, I bet not. I think
He's
it's
going
just
so slow.
Yeah, he's going slow, and it's heavy enough to where it's going to mess up the other
Yeah,
car, but it's not like, and I suspect it's more cosmetic.
I'm telling you, having a pull hitch on your truck, best thing ever. I couldn't tell you how many times I've been rear-ended and I've been able to look at it and just drive away. And they sit there with a hole in their radiator.
No, last time I was in a wreck, that was definitely my fault. It was my first ever delivery. I was a pizza delivery guy for Pizza Hut. My first ever delivery was across town back to my own apartment complex. I'm like, oh, I know where that is.
Easy delivery.
Deliver it. I'm like, man, this job's easy. And then it was raining, and somebody stopped immediately on a downhill, and I slam on the brakes and slide right in.
Yep.
But it was a 4Runner with a big black steel bumper. Destroyed the front of my Honda Accord station wagon.
Shaggin' wagon. Nice.
And didn't harm her car at all.
Not at all.
And she was this cute little blonde 5 Mu, and I'm like, I'm glad she's okay. And I had to call the Pizza Hut people, be like, yeah. I don't know if this job's for me. It wasn't.
Good choice, Joey.
It wasn't.
Good choice.
Because they want you to speed.
No, Joey, any responsible business owner does not want you to speed. They want you to get there efficiently.
Yeah, sure. They want you to speed. That's for certain. Well, the journalism professor's hateful anti-Charlie Kirk rhetoric met with silence from university state lawmakers as Tuberville calls for firing.
Time and place, man. I couldn't go, if I worked at Hyundai, I could not go to Hyundai and tell everybody that I think Hyundai's a piece of junk and they're a terrible company and et cetera, and expect to keep my job. Yeah, there is a behavior and a decorum you're expected to have. Doing your job.
Anyway, it's exhausting.
Yes, it is.
So, there's Robert Redford. Maybe I'll watch a Sting tonight. Or Brubaker or something. I don't know.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Though I had a longing to watch Braveheart. I don't know why.
You got the time for that?
That's a long one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Very good one. Anyway, I am out of time. Happy hour, if we can call it that, with Greg and Pamela.
That's right. Coming up next.
They are next. Appreciate you being here today.
I enjoyed it.
Y'all stay tuned.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. The Utah man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk has been charged with